in the glory. Every other weekend there's a cognac story. Before we give a toast, better make sure they pour me another glass and put it in the air for the time that passed. I said bask in the glory. Every other weekend there's a cognac story. Before we give a toast, better make sure they pour me another glass and put it in the air for the time that passed. Came a long way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Yeah, man. So for those of you who don't know, this is the Cognac Stories podcast. I am Torian Meacham. I'm joined today by Sadira Meacham and my co-host Jamal Anthony Nance, aka Slox, aka the Bad Boy of Barbecue, aka because I want somebody to steal your identity. Social security number 3425 277.
323, nigga.
Okay. Now you said you had something to get off your breasts, Jamal.
Brain.
As soon as we started.
Yeah. Listen, to all you people that follow me and be wondering why I don't put clips up no more of the podcast, it's because a certain hardy R that I won't mention on this show, Torian, that I keep asking to send me clips. You muted yourself. Meech.
I muted myself. I thought I was muting you.
I keep asking this nigga to send me clips, and he says, "Oh yeah, I got you this week."
Listen,
never sends them.
For all you people who want to see clips of the show, how about you do this? Right? How about you take your iPhones, all right? You turn them sideways and you stick them up your candy asses. It doesn't matter if you want clips of the Cognac Stories podcast.
But yeah, they asked for the clips so they can see what we're talking about, so they can go, hopefully learn something.
How about this? If you want clips, listen to the fucking podcast. That's it. Or go to the fucking website. Go to the damn the Instagram page and feel free to look at the clips we already have on there, right? Here's the thing. I make the clips. That means I have to go through the entire podcast and edit those shits out and then package them for delivery, right? Send me
nothing special.
No. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody asking. Also, I have a full-time job. I also have a daughter. I also go to college full-time. So that is the lowest thing. That is the lowest thing. That is, I telework 2 days as well. And those days that I telework, right. And those days that I telework, I have my daughter with me. And I also go to college full time. I take 12 fucking credits. You know what I'm saying? So all of you people that want clips, you will get them shits when I fucking feel like it. And when I feel like it is when I have free time, when I'm on the fucking toilet. So that's when you get them. Because you don't understand, I got to go through the entire show, whether it's 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever the fuck, and pick out these clips, right? That's a lot. That's work on my end. So if you want the clips, right? If you want the clips, how about you just listen to the fucking show? You know what I'm saying? How about you do that? Because, right? The people that listen to the show, they don't ask about fucking clips. They only ask when the whole goddamn show is coming out. That's it. What? They listen to the entire show. And the people that watch it on YouTube, they watch the entire show and they leave comments. So, hey, for people that aren't listening right now and you want me to put out clips to get you to listen, no. For the people that do listen and you want clips to be able to put them on your fucking IG and all that kind of shit, I have some coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back through the old episodes and making clips. All right. And the new ones, I'll get to those when I get to them.
All those then.
I will 100% send them to you. You know what I'm saying? But it's very time consuming. And, it's me doing all the editing and shit like that. And it's like, once I get done this shit, it takes about 4 hours to process the video. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And actually it takes about 4 or 5 hours to process the video, right? To compress it, to get it ready to put on YouTube, right? To to save the audio, to get that ready for YouTube. That is stripping it takes about 2.5 hours. You know what I'm saying? 2 to 3 hours stripping it from Zoom. And then I gotta compress it, get it ready for podcast audio for distribution. That takes about another 1.5 hours, right? Then it's the process of uploading it. That's why it doesn't come out instantly. And then The video is separate. So just to compress that video takes about 5 hours. Then to put it up on YouTube takes another 6 hours, right? So that's why shit comes out a day later. I don't know what happened to your light, but it looks like you're like in the 80s sci-fi film right now, Sadira.
Yeah, I'm stepping away for a minute.
Oh, okay. Oh, you getting the desk? Yeah. So that's why. So if you guys want clips, like they're coming, bro. They're coming. But listen, the people that already listen, they don't ask about that shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't ask about it. So and they're the ones that leave comments. They're the ones that comment on the show. They're the ones that leave reviews. So non-listeners, that's like people that want you to give away free samples of your barbecue. Like how
I do sometimes.
I'm sick. I put clips up sometimes.
But you get a real small sample.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You might get like one wing or something. But
I'm just saying, bro. It's like somebody's, no, let me get a plate. I ain't gonna pay you though.
Oh no, you're not getting a whole plate. Nah, you'll get one wing or
let me get
one
two
rib.
wings. Let me get 2 wings and a sausage. You know what I'm saying? And and they want you to bring them. They want you to bring them the one rib. Not they're gonna come to you. They want you to deliver them that one rib. That's me putting out clips for non-listeners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, like I'm not worried about that right now. I'm cultivating our current core audience. You know what I'm saying? And we will be expanding. What you'll see once the springtime hits. You know what I'm saying? Once about May hits, you'll see advertisements. You'll see Instagram ads. You'll see Facebook ads. You'll see YouTube ads for the podcast. Until then, and that's me expanding the audience. That's me putting money in to advertising. You know what I'm saying?
So I say it's just some of the codes. If you need some help, holler at
the
me.
clips, the clips and shit like that. Those are just freebies, bro. I'm not worried about that, man. That's what it is. But yeah, because and then like I'm be honest, like the clips that I could put up, them shit's out of pocket, bro. You know what I'm saying? They out of pocket.
That's the best ones.
The best one. Well, I don't want my best shit going for free. That's why I'm doing the old shit first. You ain't about to get my butthole stories for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
listen here.
You came in at the right time. But nah. So anyway, let's get the show started. How's everybody's weekend going? Big weekend, NBA All-Star weekend. Is it? No,
it's next weekend.
So next week, the teams were selected yesterday, right the fuck. We have Super Bowl today. Super Bowl is today.
Yeah.
Valentine's is tomorrow.
Overrated.
My brother's birthday is Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? A lot going on, man. A lot going on. So how's your weekend, Jamal?
You're still muted, Sadira. My weekend was cool, man. Very relaxing. I ain't do, like I said, I washed my car in the driveway, for the first time since I moved here. Now I can say I washed my car in my own driveway now without going to the damn car wash. And it decided to fucking rain today. Good old Georgia weather.
Did your kids help you?
Yes and no. They help, but then they get tired. Like I washed my car and my wife's car.
So then that's actual work.
Yeah. So then they came outside to help drive my wife's car, but they're like one window was like, all right, I'm tired, I'm done now. I'm gonna go do something else. You
gotta let them do the fun job, like spray the cars down and like spray them down and then let them rinse it off.
When I was doing my car, because it was nice as shit yesterday. So when I was doing my car, I told them like, yo, go tell the kids to come outside, because it's nice outside. It was like, oh no, we was outside yesterday. I don't want to go outside today.
Yo, you should be like, bring your asses outside now. I command you.
So I was like, all right, whatever.
There will be no Roblox, no Minecraft until you get your asses outside.
Then when they when I started washing my wife's car, and then they wanted to come outside, and it took all long getting ready. By the time they came outside, I was done spraying the hose. I'm like, all right, well, help dry the car off.
I'd have sprayed them.
Well, no, then they went and got some. We got these little small water guns. The little ones you get from like the dollar store or some shit like that. Yeah. They went and filled them up with water and was running around the house. Having a water gun fight, if you want to call it that.
Well, that's what's
up.
Like,
all right, I'm done with this shit.
Oh man, that's lovely. That's lovely. Sadira, you're back, or did your desk get delivered? Okay.
Yes, it's in the front hall. So yeah, I ordered myself a sit to stand desk.
Mm.
Because I picked
Those
up
are good.
I picked up an under the desk treadmill, so I don't sit at my
Okay.
desk all day.
Look at you trying not to be sedentary.
So,
Hold
right.
on. What's an under the desk treadmill?
It's a treadmill that's flat, and you can put the handles down, and you can stand at your desk and walk on it. So that's why I got a new desk.
That's what's up. That's pretty cool. I never knew they had those.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's why teleworking is so great, because a lot of times you don't have the opportunity to go to the gym, so you can get things like the treadmill or the bike that goes under your desk, all type of stuff, man. Or like the Swiss ball, that's a chair, works your core and things like that.
Yeah, I've seen those before. Yeah,
sit the stand desk. We had those at my last job in the Navy. A lot of guys had those. They want to be healthy. Not me. I was sitting on my ass because I went to the gym. I went to the gym during the workday, so I didn't care. But I'm those desks are fucking great though, because it allows, like,
I'll send you a picture when I put my office back together.
Like, yo, if you're in an office, right, and you have a sit to stand desk and you stand up at your desk, yo, you feel like the boss. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see what everybody else is doing, and you be like, hey, stop fucking playing solitaire. Like, are you on Zillow? Did you complete that project I assigned you? No? Well, then fucking log off, bitch. And you can just, they're just like, yo, it's not even your desk and you don't work here. And you're like, oh shit. You just in somebody else's office just being an asshole, but I'm not. I'm sit to stand desks are pretty amazing. That's all you did this weekend?
Well, what did I do yesterday? Yeah, because I got up and I started clearing out my office. I cleaned the carpet, moved all the furniture out. Yeah, I was
doing actual work. Jesus Christ.
I'm about to say, God damn.
And then that's why I said I can't hang out too long, because I got to put the desk together, put my office back together. I still got to do Faith's hair. I still got to go food shopping. So,
man, you don't order your shit?
I got no, I don't like people picking out my produce and my meats. I have to put eyes on it. So
thank you. I'm the same way. Because like when I go grocery shopping, I don't get the milk that's in the front. I get the one like all the way that's the latest date on it.
All black people do that.
Yep.
And then like even with the like if I get like oranges and pieces, I don't like them real soft. So I sit there and be squeezing them to make sure they.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
You can put those in the instructions for your Instacart shopper to say, hey.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna do this shit.
Right. People are lazy. I placed an order at one time, and so first of all, I ordered. It was two things. I had frozen salmon in my cart, and they put a pack of salmon in my cart that was already open for one. And then I ordered some mushrooms, and they put mushrooms in the cart that had, I know mushrooms already fungus, but it had extra fungus growing on it. It's like you put bad mushrooms in my cart. And had I not gone in here,
the problem is y'all be having black Instacart shoppers. Me, I put specifically in my instructions, I don't want nobody black touching my groceries because they're gonna steal. That's just me. And I always get white shoppers, you know what I'm saying? I'm joking.
Right.
I'm joking. No. So when I do my shopping,
I don't want you niggas touching get my groceries. That's some wild shit.
I'm just saying, you gonna order wings, they're not gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking wing shortage right now. You're gonna order wings, cocoa butter, all the staple black groceries. They're not coming to your door. That's why you got to get a white shopper and be like, yo, I need lotion. Okay. They don't use that shit, so it's always going to get there. That's a joke as well. That's a joke as well. White people use lotion. Jesus Christ.
All right, let me ask you, because you actually do the instant shopping shit.
Yes, I do.
When you when you make I guess pick your item, they get everything you have to pick the name of the item you want and stuff like that. Like if you want Suave lotion or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You have to
So I use Target, and Target you pick out the actual products, right? So you go through Target's fucking whatever store is the store you want to shop from. You go through their list of available shit, you pick it, and that's what goes in your cart. And then you can if they don't have it, they'll text you or call you and say, hey, they don't have this. Do you want me to substitute with something, or do you want nothing? And you can just tell them, yo, get this instead, or I don't want shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like the person that's actually buying your groceries, are they in the store?
Yes, they're in the store.
Hey, they don't have
in the store,
and
they'll send you a picture, and they'll say, hey, they don't have this. This is what they have. and you can say, okay, I want that, or I want that, or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Target does it. And then Whole Foods, I mean, you can't go bad with whatever Whole Foods have. It's going to be quality products regardless. But they'll do the same thing. They'll call you and they'll like video chat you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not, Whole Foods does the shopping for you. So when you go to Whole Foods, it's not somebody going into the store. It's Whole Foods themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they'll send you a picture. They'll send you a video like, yo, this is what we have right now. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? Or they'll, you know, so it's, I order from Whole Foods, Target, and I use Postmates, and Postmates is really good because they'll, you know, they're, you know, right with Uber, and so they'll go ahead and let you know, hey, like we don't have this is what we have, or you can just put the substitute if they don't have the item as well. You know what I'm saying? So you can say, hey, if they don't have this, then get this or whatever. Or you can just say, yo, if they don't have it, don't get shit else extra. And the thing about it is, right, when they do that kind of stuff and they get the wrong item and put some dirty food in there, all you got to do, is leave a complaint and it'll drop their rating. If they do something like gross like that, like give you open food or.
But it don't help me in a moment.
Yeah,
no, you can get a refund.
She got to go back. She got to go back to the store and get the right shit anyway.
Yeah, so you can get a refund on your stuff, and now it's free. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times they'll give you a.
If I got to go back, I might just went the first time my damn self.
No, because you didn't want to go the first time. You didn't want to get up off your ass. So me, when I have issues where they get the wrong thing, or if like, you know, they get some strawberries, so I order fresh fruit every week because my daughter only eats the freshest of fruits, right? And so if they give me strawberries and it's like, you know, one of them has like, you know, some mold on it or something like that, I just take a picture of it, send it in, I get my refund, and they bring me my motherfucking strawberries back, you know, and that's it. It's like, cause I know I'm not getting up. Like, I know for a fact, I'm not getting up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving the house. I'm not going to the store. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I got nothing but time. Like I used to go, you know, when I first, you know, moved here and shit, I would go grocery shopping, and I'm walking down the street with a bunch of fucking bags and the bag rips. Yeah, I'm like, yo, fuck this, you know, or I gotta like take an Uber there or Uber back or whatever. God, so I'm not getting on a fucking bus because I didn't feel like I sold my cars before I came here. I wasn't buying the car. And so I'm like, you know what? I did it in Hawaii. I ordered my groceries. I'm like, I'll just do it here and just, you know, use Target. I get them shipped free, you know, so ain't no extra charge for me. And if I got an issue, I'll let them know, you know, and most of the people around here that I have, like, you get the same shoppers, so they know what you want and what you don't want. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And they'll tell you like, hey, like, I know you want this and they don't have it, so I got this because this is what you normally always get or what you always put in for the substitute. And you're like, oh shit, thanks. You know what I'm saying? Because they bring you your shit like I order every week. You know what I'm saying? So I get the same lady and her son. When I have big orders, I get the same lady and her son. And they get like a 30% tip because they got to bring mad groceries up 2 flights of, well, I got an elevator. They bring in mad groceries up 2 floors. You know what I'm saying? And I get the same like Uber Eats, you know, dudes from the same restaurant. So everybody, you know, everybody is cool, man. They know me. They know you fuck my order up and give you a bad rating. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is, man. But yeah, grocery shopping.
I'm about to try that. I'm about to try that shit one day.
It's convenient, man. When you got them shits dropped off at your door. You know what I'm saying?
I'll use Amazon Fresh and I'll use Whole Foods through Amazon, but I'm not using Instacart.
Yeah, I mean, I would use, because I think you got a Target near you. They do the same thing. They got shipped, and they're pretty good, man. I love them, man. Because I like Target because I can get like baby stuff, groceries, anything I want. You know what I'm saying? Like all in the same delivery, man. So yeah. So let me tell you about my weekend. Let me tell you. First off, it's snowing here in DC, and that's kind of sus, you know, because it was like 60 degrees last week, and I was taking my daughter out. First time took her out since I don't know when, like since Thanksgiving, essentially. And now it's cold again. It's gonna be snowing. It's gonna be snowing today, and it's cold all week. And then it's gonna be like 50 degrees on Wednesday, 60 up until Sunday, and then cold as fuck again on the days that I have her. So this is some bullshit because it's cold on the days that I have her. So she's stuck in the fucking house, and then it's nice when I don't. I'm gonna just take her ass outside regardless, whether it's fucking cold or not. You know what I'm saying? And she's gonna
put her in that big ass thing you had in like last winter, some shit, that big ass winter suit.
Yep. That's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen. But yeah. But yeah, man. So we got because you know tomorrow, man, is Valentine's Day, bro. So we'll get right into that. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. And Jamal, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Fuck Valentine's Day.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Why am I sitting there? Why am I sitting there picking one day to do something when I do something every damn week or every other day?
I didn't need all that. I didn't need all that.
The most I might do is I might cook dinner or some shit, but all that buying flowers and cars, and fuck out of here.
So when the last time you bought your lady flowers?
Last Valentine's Day. But no, my thing, I keep telling her with flowers, I don't like buying flowers because they always die.
That's not why she likes them.
I used to feel the same way, and then I had to change my mind. And
well, no, she's fine with it. She don't mind because she doesn't say that when I do get her flowers. When I do get her flowers, they sit on the dresser or the nightstand. They die. She throws them away.
And then you get new flowers. And then you get new flowers. It's a recurring thing. You should have fresh flowers in the house. It brings life. It makes the shit feel alive. Do you have plants in the house?
Like I got a yard. Plant some outside, goddammit.
Then plant some outside for her.
She can do that. My kids want to garden anyway.
Let me tell you, man. This how I know you don't fuck with Bruno Mars, man. You know what I'm saying? This how I know you ain't no super soft, lovely nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? You don't fuck with the guy Bruno Mars. You know what I'm saying? Because he made a song. You know what I'm saying?
What's the song? Please, what's the song?
Oh, I'm about to play it for you, ho. I'm about to play it for you.
I guarantee it's one of the songs I like too.
Probably that you don't actually listen to. You hear it. Do you just listen to music or do you skim through it?
Yeah, I remember. My wife liked this song too.
It don't sound the same, Jamal.
It damn sure don't.
It just tears me down like road construction.
I show my love every day by getting up and going to fucking work. Get your brother, yo.
Nope, too early.
I should have held your hand. All my hours when I had the chance. Everybody, all you wanted to do was dance.
This nigga tripping.
It's true though.
Yeah. But just like she danced with another man, he could dance with another woman. Fuck out of here.
I'm just saying, bro. Listen, women appreciate that kind of stuff, and flowers are one of the things they appreciate because you know why? Because a flower is precious, just like a woman. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's precious? My paycheck.
Can I?
That's more precious than a fucking flower.
Can I finish my guy about
somebody
flowers?
woke up on the wrong side of the pit
flowers
this morning.
Are precious, just like a woman. They blossom, and they bloom.
Oh my gosh.
Just like a woman.
This nigga been pissing me off all week. So I'm here
for
this today. Yeah, you, nigga. You've been getting on me. You've been fucking with me all week, nigga. I'm here for shit today.
How?
Nigga.
Whoa, hold on.
First of all,
bro, I haven't been in the chat all week, dog.
Nah,
I haven't
bullshit.
been in the chat all week.
We gonna stop with these museum pictures for one nigga. You getting out of hand with these shits right now.
Oh, so so that's
no. Listen. I give it to you. Listen, hear me out. I'm giving it to you because you do be looking fresh. I give you that. I 100% you be looking fresh. But you know the light be hitting your head. You be having a little gemstone in the middle right here and shit. And then with the whole Zion shit, nigga, that nigga is a fucking flop, yo.
Listen.
We're gonna get into that too, because that's what.
No, we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. You're not gonna disrespect Zion Williamson like that. I mean, that's what the fuck you're not gonna do.
That nigga's a bust.
All right, that's what you're not gonna do.
Bust.
But so flowers are an analogy for women, man, because they grow and they bloom and they blossom just like a woman. When she blossoms in your presence, when she opens up, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking sexually, I'm talking about emotionally. That's because you are providing her with those nutrients, that sunlight, that water, that care. You know what I'm saying? That's a flower. And that's why you should get your lady flowers, you know? And you said the last time you bought her flowers, and you know she likes flowers.
She don't really like flowers. She can care less about them.
You sure? Do you give her a reason to like them? Maybe she doesn't like the fact that you don't like getting them. because you've complained vocally and said, yo, I don't like it because they die and this and the third. So now she's like, you know what? I don't want you to have to get flowers because it's just going to piss you off. So I'm not going to be able to enjoy it.
I tell her all the time. She asks me,
you know who who would love it? You know who would love to see it? Your daughter.
My kids.
Yep. And that's why you should do it.
Before we even got started dating seriously, I asked her about flowers. She was like, oh, I can care less, if you get them, you get them. If not, if not.
Because maybe because no one before her was getting them.
Nigga, can I talk?
No, because you try to fucking diss Zion. Go ahead.
So, I expressed I don't have a problem buying them, but I'm like, I don't see the point because they end up dying and you throw them away. She was like, yeah, that's why I really don't like flowers because I don't, the whole green thumb thing. She's like, I don't have a green thumb and I'm not going to take care of them, so they're going to die. So I never really bought flowers like that. Like I said, every now and then I'll get her like a rose or two, but nothing crazy.
I'm too young, too dumb to realize.
Hey, probably.
But just like Sadira, you said you didn't like flowers before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For that same reason.
And so what changed your mind?
I don't know. It's once you start getting them, it's like you said, you learn to appreciate them, and they are pretty, and they make you happy. And then they do smell good, and then I started getting into gardening and things like that. So I like having plants and flowers around the house. So.
She started getting into gardening, so that makes sense. That's something.
No, even still, I still like a nice bouquet of flowers on the table.
But means I'm not getting no flowers, nigga. No.
No, listen. You don't have to.
Not getting no flowers.
Go to ShopRite and go get
some $10 flowers. Yeah. Because you just said it would be good for your kids to see, right? You have a son and a daughter, so they need to see. See, you're gonna like my next, because I got a monologue that I'm gonna be doing, and you're gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? Because it talks about how we kind of just quit. Like we got the job, right? We got the woman, we got the man, and we got the job, and then we just phone it in after that. We're just like, okay, I got you. Now I'm just gonna do, all the shit that I did when I met her, I still do. Just okay.
On a higher playing field now, because now we live together. Like my money funds all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
do you think the only support she needs is financially?
No, even she come home, have a hard day. I'm sitting there, I listen to her talk. I cook dinner a couple times out of the week. I'll barbecue something. I clean up. Like I said, I washed the car yesterday. She knows that I don't have an issue doing anything.
You have an issue buying flowers, though.
You must have been sitting in my room the other night.
If she wants them, I'll get them. But she never expressed that.
No. And here's why: because she knows that you have an issue buying flowers, right? And you don't get the point. But 98% of women like flowers, and if you got them, she knows that this isn't something that you normally do, and it's something that you don't understand, but you understand that she would appreciate it. And so you saying, you know what? I don't really understand this shit, but I'm gonna do it because I know you're gonna fucking like it. Even though it costs you nothing except the $10 to buy the flowers, it don't really take no effort. It's like, I'm gonna buy you flowers. I don't get the shit. It don't make sense to me, but I know you'll like it. And just seeing her happy should be enough. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy. And then your kids will see it like, oh, mommy and daddy in love and blah, 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 blah. And then that's just reinforcing.
Yeah, my kids go ill when they see that shit.
But either way, it's good for the kids to see that, because it's like, what's their example of Black love? They see Black responsibility. They see you and your wife. They see, like ownership. They see all like the hard shit, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking grinding and struggling and coming up and fucking elevating yourselves financially, things like that. But what is their example of Black love? Because you got the shirt on, right? Dope Black dad. and you do all the great dad shit. Father, right?
Father.
Dope black father. Same thing, bro.
Nah,
dope black father.
Different, bro.
Dope black father, right? So you got dope black father, right? And that is great. But how do you make yourself a dope black husband? By doing that little shit. It's just like putting it's just like putting the cumin in the barbecue sauce or the paprika in the baked beans. When you put that paprika in the baked beans, when you put that mustard in there, that's that little extra sauce that make them be like, it's like, damn, man, this nigga do all this shit. This motherfucker does all this shit, pays all these fucking bills, and this motherfucker hates flowers and bought me some goddamn flowers. I'm gonna suck his toes tonight. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We get the divorce, you suck my feet. We get the divorce. I've seen my feet, nigga. Hell no.
But that's the thing. That's the thing, man. I'm telling you, bro. Like it.
You know, like just for you, Meech. I'm gonna get some.
Don't buy them for me. Buy them for your wife.
I'm gonna take a picture.
And no. And Slox. Do this too, bro. I'm gonna give you the extra icing. You buy your daughter some too.
I do that too. I always do that. Well, on Valentine's Day, me and my son go out and get my wife and my daughter some.
So you already know. So then you don't wait till fucking Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. So you get them some flowers, but just do it like once a month, bro. It's easy as fuck. And that's why me, Instacart, motherfucker, you can order that shit. You can order them shits, bro. When I buy flowers, I order them. I get them delivered right from fucking Safeway, right down the street. Give me a little bouquet, and they come right to my, because I like, I'm a that normally lives a solitary lifestyle, but flowers do cheer you up. You know what I'm saying? Flowers do cheer you up. They make you happy. They elevate your mood automatically. And then you appreciate the fleetingness, because the beauty is only available for a limited amount of time, 7 to 10 days, if you got the little sprinkle sauce, right? And so you appreciate them.
What the fuck is the sprinkle sauce?
The salt. It's like some plant food they give you in the flowers that makes them live long, because the flowers ain't dead when they cut them. They still live for like 2 more weeks. So if you have like the plant food, they can live for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks damn near. You know what I'm saying? And then some you can just replant. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get them right, or you just buy like a nice little plant, like an orchid or something like that. Don't buy an orchid, because once they go, them just ain't coming back for like 2 years. But you get a plant that's like a perennial or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you can get her into gardening, or get the kids in the garden since they want to garden. You baby steps, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's that little free game for you, man. But Sadira, you said you like flowers. You ever got a man flowers?
No, I don't think so.
How come nobody ever get men flowers?
I don't know.
I don't think men really fuck. I don't think a lot of men, I don't think, care less about flowers.
Yeah.
You know why? Because no one ever gets them for us.
That is true.
But if somebody went and got some flowers and said, "These are for you," you'd be like, "Oh shit," you probably cry.
Nigga, if anybody got me anything, I'd be like, "Oh shit, thank you."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's like when we get men gifts, right? Because it's Valentine's Day, we get men gifts. They're, first off, gonna be honest, they're normally trash, or they're normally they're normally utilitarian in use, right? So it's like a tie, so I can wear this tie to work, some socks, so I can put these fucking work boots on and go to work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like underwear.
Or take this drill and go fix something in the house.
Yeah, here's a drill, right? It's like we're like, okay, you can get dudes like flowers and candy. You know what I'm saying? Dudes eat candy.
You can go on the Man Crates website and order something from there.
We're not going to be advertising no websites that don't sponsor the podcast, but you can go on the Man. No, I'm just joking. You can go on the Man Crates website, and there's mad shit that dudes like, right? Like, yo, Jamal,
I bought a whiskey making kit.
That's a dope ass fucking gift. You know what I'm saying? Or now, you get like
was that for you or for him?
Okay. Or you get like what the fuck, like a new Xbox headset, bro, like the wireless joint. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like I'm pretty sure that's on the Man Crave website or whatever like that. Or just like some shit that we actually would like. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, shit like that, bro. And it's like, and we've talked about this shit. Every holiday, men get the short end of the stick when it comes to gift, and we're expected to do the most. But it's like, yo, like men aren't hard to buy gifts for. You just got to know what we like. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
Like for you, Jamal, get you like a dope ass fitted hat or a custom fitted hat. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, yo, And every time you put this hat on, you like, yo, my baby got me this, motherfucker.
You know what's crazy? You know how many times I expressed that to her, and her thing is, I don't know what hat to buy you. And I tell her all the time, you can go on there, I wear a size 8, whatever team. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't care. You can't go wrong with buying me a hat.
I'm an emailer, dog. I'm an emailer. And I'm gonna tell you, this what you do. You go to my boy Karim, Vintage Head Crack, and then you get the initials of both the kids' names, and you put them on the hat, and you put their birth dates under the initials on the hat. Right there. Bam.
Now, you know, she got me a bracelet like that that has the kid's name on it and their birthdays on it.
Talking about now you got the matching hat, bro. Now you got the hat to match. You know what I'm saying? Like Big said, red and black lumberjack style, you know, so that's the thing. But it's small stuff like that, man, because, you know, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. You know, normally I get terrible gifts, but I've gotten some good ones, you know, before. Gotten some good ones before.
She must be in the room with you.
No, she is going to the gym, so she shook my hand and said goodbye, which is very.
She shook your hand.
Yeah,
very professional. Huh?
It wasn't even like a real handshake. It was like
she didn't give you the lazy hand, did she?
It was like shaking hands with Ricky Bobby or something like that. Like I can pause the podcast and stop recording and give you a kiss goodbye. Huh? Come on, man. Okay, we'll have fun at the gym.
Oh, it's Yani.
Oh shit, Yani in the building. Yani came on here. It's like, you ain't gonna say nothing disrespectful to my sister no more.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm sorry, Sadira.
No, wrong words. Oh, I'm sorry. You did say I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, what was I supposed to say?
Don't say no, I apologize, bullshit. No,
I said I'm sorry.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry, Sadira, if I came off a little bit aggressive on the last pod you was on. I didn't mean it that way, and I'm sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate it. My feelings wasn't hurt though, but thank you.
No, boy, here's the thing, right? And shout out to Gordon Nance, that fucking Nancy boy. He was like, hey, man, I think you guys were a little rough. And I'm like, no, it's my sister. She knows that I care. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's the optic, and it's not just the conversation I'm having with you guys. It's the audience as well. And they don't know our relationship. They don't know, you know, everything. And so it's like, you know what? You're right. You know, and so once again, Gordon Nance, thank you for holding me accountable. You know, but yeah, you know, but that's what friends do. That's why it's good to have friends, you know, because they love to call you out on shit. This motherfucker Gordon gonna send me a text message asking about how to operate a hookah.
Yeah, I see that in the group chat. I'm at a hookah bar with the purpose of this shit.
Slander. There will be no G-Tech slander, but when I got the text, I looked at it and I said, yo, he is not serious. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't
picture in the group chat.
Yeah, I didn't respond. I was like, I know he's not. I know he knows what the fuck a hookah does. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe he meant like when you smoke it, what it's supposed to do. It's the same as smoking any other tobacco or flavored tobacco. Back in the day, we were dirt bags and smoked Black and Milds. That's it. For me, it's like when you're out drinking, and you're smoking hookah, it kind of mellows the buzz a little bit, man. Or if you smoke, because all hookah doesn't have nicotine. So a lot of times in the hookah bars, those have nicotine, so it's technically a drug, right? Not like crack or nothing like that, but nicotine is a drug. It does change your mood. But this hookah I smoke is actually made from molasses and sugar leaves, so there's no nicotine, no tobacco at all. I'm burning sugar, so my lungs are all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what that is. But yeah, man. So that's it. But yeah, men like gifts like that, bro. So like what I was saying,
I don't know if she knows she muted or not.
Yani, you're muted. So whenever you want to unmute, just unmute yourself. Yeah. So I've gotten some good gifts before. I've gotten some custom made Clarks. You know what I'm saying? Great gift. I've like this watch right here. You know, shout out to Tamika. She got me this. You know what I'm saying? I got like I've gotten like, you know, I've gotten some terrible clothes, some terrible clothing gifts before, but if you simply look in my closet and get my size, you'll see what I like, what my style is. It just takes a little bit of effort. But on Valentine's Day, and Sadira, I know you don't do this because you are light years beyond, right? You get niggas whiskey kits and shit. Men will have to go out and buy and break the bank and buy fucking Gucci, Louis, Prada bags and trips and flowers, all this kind of shit. Put the rose petals on the floor. And when we ask, hey, what's our gift? It's just like the same gift you've been getting.
She come out the back from a different lingerie.
the same gift you've been getting this entire relationship, sex. And it's like, hey man, that's it. Like, yo, what the hell? But you getting dudes whiskey kits, you know what I'm saying? So I know that's beyond you, you know, but we have Yani here. Are you unmuted? Is your audio working?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Well.
All right. So Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Is around the corner. What'd you get, Kevin?
I got him a mini fridge for his computer desk. It holds 6 cans. And I'm gonna customize it with some decals. I'm gonna make on my Cricut. Give it to him.
Look at these fucking thoughtful ass motherfuckers, man.
I was about to say, God damn. Y'all, shit.
A fucking mini fridge.
About to tell my wife, step her game up.
Hey, just have her listen to the episode, bro. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's just like, it's shit like that. Like, bro, like, you think like how much a motherfucker hates getting up to go to the refrigerator and get some shit? Or I gotta call you and ask you, hey, babe, can you get me I don't know what Kevin drinks, you know what I'm saying? A Bud Light, I guess, you know, whatever. That's what I drink.
He like local beers, you know, we in Charleston, so we got a bunch of
ain't nobody drinking that water.
But I drink Bud Light. Respect us like that.
I don't drink beer, so
I mean, I haven't drank beer in a long time, and normally I drink Corona. So let's be honest, you know what I'm saying. But when I'm drinking beer, just to drink beer, it's normally Bud Light because that's what everybody brings. So it's like cheap as fuck. But that's like super convenient, man. You get a mini fridge, you can just reach in, grab whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, keep playing World of Warcraft and shit. Thoughtful shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, obviously I can't ask what he got you right now because he hasn't gotten it yet, but what's something that he's gotten you before? That was like that blew your mind. You was like, oh shit, this motherfucker.
He told me to buy what I wanted.
Kevin.
He's really bad at it. I don't know what he got me this year. Because he actually did go to the store. We went to a perfume place and I smelled a few things and I had the girl write it down on a strip and give it to him. And then I saw a charge in our Amex at a store that I don't like, and I wasn't there for it. So I suppose he bought something there, but I don't know. I'm not thinking about it. I mean, I'm constantly like getting what I want for myself, so he doesn't have to worry about it.
So here's a question for you.
See, no, that's not good though.
What's not good?
Well,
she gotta buy stuff for herself, so he can't buy it for her type thing.
Well, no, it's not that.
He don't know.
You gotta put some thought into it.
Well, he has worked shift work for our entire 10-year marriage. So if he's not sleeping, he's working.
Yeah.
And he don't like buying nothing on Amazon because I mean I'm always on Amazon, so I'm gonna see it. So there's no surprise there.
Yeah.
So I'm fine. He would rather
he's fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that nigga's in a bad spot.
but also like when he's off of work, I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't have to take care of Kennedy. You know, I don't have to do anything with the dog because when he's off of work, I can sit on the couch and drink coffee. He take care of everything. I would rather have him do that than surprise me randomly or surprise me with a gift on Valentine's Day.
So here's a question.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on flowers? Do you like flowers?
No, they die.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Talk that shit.
You know what else is gonna die? What? Fucking dog, but you still got one of those too.
Yeah, but that was for me. But that's okay. But the only flower that I care about that he has ever given me was the one from grandma's funeral. He took it, he dried it, he pressed it into a frame, with her obituary picture and the poem that was in it, and he gave that to me. That's the only flower I care about.
Okay. But another, so you don't, because the reason like you said you don't like flowers is the same reason that Sadira said she didn't like flowers originally. Same reason why Jamal didn't like them. I'm a flower guy. I'm a romantic motherfucker, so I like flowers.
I mean, Kevin got a flower on his computer desk because he wanted one. He was like, "Babe, I want a flower for my desk." I was like, "Okay." So I went to Walmart. Is it a real flower or a fake flower? It's real. He watered that thing. I didn't even know it was still alive.
Yeah, they stay alive for a while when you take care of them.
Yeah, I went to Walmart. Not Walmart. I went to Home Depot because he said he wanted flowers, and I bought him a flower, and I bought him a cute flower pot.
Home Depot got the best flowers, man.
She probably sitting the whole time like this nigga want a goddamn flower. Fuck this nigga want a fucking flower for.
Because you get to appreciate it.
You can say it. Don't worry about it. You can say this is a safe space. You can say it.
Well, Yani doesn't use the N word because she's a good person, unlike us. And like you appreciate its beauty for what it is, and it makes you. I'm telling you, bro. Like when I have flowers in the house and you watch the life cycle of the flower, it just makes you appreciate shit more. Like my daughter don't know what the fucking flowers, but she likes me having flowers in the house. She's like, and trying to grab them and shit. I let her take a little pet or whatever, and she tries to eat it and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's good. It's good to see. And you having a daughter is, and kids, just period, it's good to see, hey, I'm getting mom flowers, things like that. Just doing the nice little romantic things, because you got to train them on how to be a husband. Paying the bills is easy. What's hard is doing the little shit.
No, it ain't.
If you got a job, paying the bills is easy. If you can support yourself, paying the bills is easy. Doing the little shit that takes that little bit of effort. Like, yo, I'm gonna fucking buy some flowers, bro. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, that takes a lot of effort, man. You know what I'm saying? But but yeah, I mean, Valentine's Day, I'm not saying fucking go only do one thing per year, because you should always be doing something for your partner. My next monologue that I have coming out on Wednesday, we talk about the ABCs. Right. And for you guys that if you ever worked in sales, you understand ABCs, always be closing. Well, there's another ABC acronym, and it's always be catering, and you should always be catering to your partner, whether you're a man or a woman. Just like Beyonce and them said, let me cater to you. I've made the joke about us doing a million things and we can't get a fucking sandwich made, right? But it's like, yo,
with the chips in them.
With the chips in it. But it's like, yo, you have to be catering to your partner. That doesn't mean you're simping, that doesn't mean you're spoiling them, but it's like, yo, little things like what Yani said. Hey, when Kevin's not at work, he comes and does the things with the dog, or takes care of the child, things like that, because she's been doing that all fucking day and could really appreciate this little ass break. And it's like, yo, that means a lot. That's catering to this person, because there's no self-care in a relationship. Everything is together, but that gives her time to take a breather, to kind of recuperate, regroup and recharge her batteries, because she's going to have all these duties for the rest of the time when you're at work, just shit like that. Or, what I'm saying? Like, your man likes whiskey and you buy them a fucking whiskey set, and then you can watch the whole entire process and just gain an appreciation for what goes on. And you can make something and build something. For men, we like to create, and for us to be able to make something just from nothing, and then someone, help us do that. It's like, yo, I appreciate that. You helped me create this. Now we're going to sit here and drink this whiskey that I made, that you got for me, because I didn't have the shit before you did it. You know what I'm saying? And you said, hey, get at it. You know what I mean? And I made it, and we're enjoying it together, and it's like, that's one of the ways you cater to your partner, because you got to cater to their needs. You also have to cater to their ego, and so reminding them that, hey, you're beautiful. I appreciate the shit you do around the house with the kids. And for men, it's like, yo, you know what? I know you're going out and you busting your ass 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Me and the kids really appreciate that. Here's a new Xbox Live headset. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, you know what? I got you a new fitted hat. You know what I'm saying? In my case, it's like, yo, you know what? I got you some new Clarks or some Dr. Scholl's insoles or something like that. It's like you have to be catering to your partner, to their needs and to their ego, to let them know that, hey, I chose you for a reason. You chose me for a reason. The shit that we did to get this person, you know, we're going to keep doing. But that doesn't mean you don't step it up. Like you have to continue to evolve as a person and as a partnership, as a couple, you know, and you have to be always always be catering, you know what I mean, to that partner, because you have to always be caring. And that's showing that you care, you know, is by catering to their needs and catering to their ego. We all have an ego. Not saying that it's conceited or anything like that, but we all like to be appreciated. And that's something that we all talked about, is that a lot of times what doesn't work for us in relationships is when we don't feel appreciated, when we don't feel valued. And if you're catering to someone, you're going to make sure that they feel valued. You're going to make sure that they feel desired. You're going to make sure that they feel wanted, they feel appreciated, you know? And so that's why I'm like, yo, the flowers mean something. And the flowers could be anything. Let's say she likes Reese cups, right? And you coming home from work.
Who don't like Reese cups, man? Come on now.
But okay, all right, let's not.
I was gonna say Gina don't like peanut butter, so
I'm just
she don't
saying,
like
and you know she likes something that's mad small, right? But it's just out of the way. You know, it's not something that she can just readily get. It's like, you know what?
I want a bouquet of mini liquor bottles.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's like, yo, I know you like that, or I know you like the fucking Girl Scout cookies or something like that. So I'm gonna go order these shits and get them for you because I know you like them shits. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always be catering to you because I want you to know that I care, you know. And
Kevin surprised me with chocolates. We were at the food store and I walked by some dark chocolate, salted caramel, whatever chocolates. I was like, ooh, that look good. And like 2 days later, he surprised me with them. He was just like, here, I saw you look at these, so I went and got them. And I was like, oh, that was so sweet.
I just need you to clone Kevin and send it over here.
I told you, let me hook you up with a YT.
A what?
A
YT.
No, ain't pro-black. Also, hold on. Okay, let me clarify this because the last podcast we were talking about being pro-black and could you be pro-black and marry outside your race or date someone outside your race. My brother Jeffrey Edmonds, co-contributor to the podcast, took great exception to that. He was hot.
He was, wasn't he?
And listen, man, I want to take this time and be serious for a second and clarify these statements. All right. To me. So for me, I could not say I'm pro-black if I didn't make a black family, right? If I didn't go out and find a black wife and make black children, right? That's how I measure my blackness, right? Because the most pro-black thing that I can do is create a black family and nurture black children, right? If you are a black person or you're a white person or you're mixed or you're Asian or you're fucking Martian, listen, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? Because you quantify and you qualify whatever it is that you are yourself. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, right? And so the thing is that can you be pro-black and date somebody outside your race? Sure. But the most pro-black thing you could do is to make black children. That doesn't mean you're not pro-black at all. It just
you tell me my baby ain't black?
Your baby
is,
I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you, TJ.
She married
your baby is Drake.
She married to a Caucasian man?
Yeah.
Me? Mm-hmm.
No.
He swear he Mexican now, but he not.
Huh?
He swear he Mexican now because he's from Southern California.
But he's white.
Yeah. Very.
Okay, so can I ask you? It's not a personal. Let me ask you a question.
That is a personal question.
No. What I'm about to ask is not personal, but it's just something funny. I just want to ask.
Huh?
So say y'all driving down the road, right, and a black person cuts him off. He says, "You fucking nigger." What do?
He would never say that.
He would never.
Say that. He would never say that.
Never. I don't even have to worry about that.
He was raised better.
How do you know he would never say it?
Listen, you got 3 people telling you.
He would never say it.
He would never say that. He was raised better.
I don't know how to explain to you how I know he would never say that, but he would never say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would never say that.
In the off chance, stars line up the right way, and he says it. What do you do?
He would never say it.
Tell him not to say it.
Yeah.
I would explain to him why. Like, but he has more respect for me and people in general to ever say that.
Yeah, he would never say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it happens, let me know.
We got to come through the screen.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. And I get what you're saying, Jamal. I totally understand what you're saying. And there are people that you'll meet in life, right, that just don't use that type of language. Like I have Black friends that don't say the N-word. They don't use any kind of racial slurs or epithets at all because they don't curse. They're just those types of folks. You know what I'm saying? And like all white people don't secretly use the N-word. You know what I'm saying? I would venture to say that most don't. You know what I'm saying? I would say 51% of white people, maybe probably more, don't use the N-word. You know what I'm saying?
Does he listen to rap music?
Kevin?
Yeah, does he listen to rap music?
Not really. He
like
to rock, metal, 80s stuff.
Like I'm saying right now, and you'll learn this, Jamal, when you get some white friends. You know, that's also something we talked about. You don't have any white friends. So you don't understand that white people are not a monolith. You know what I'm saying? So just like there's many shades of Blackness, there's many shades of white people, you know, and you have some white people, and I'm going to say most white people don't use the N-word. Most white people aren't racist. You know what I'm saying?
I know that, like but you know.
But I'm saying like we've all encountered the wild shit. It's like you had the wild neighbors, and I've had wild people. I worked in the Navy, but it's like, yo, most white folks don't talk like that, you know, and because they know. It's like, yo, it's like they know, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, Kevin will never say that. That's never been something I've ever been worried about, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like that's that's a funny question. But for him, nah. Yo, that motherfucker might say some goddamn curse word in like Orcish or like Elvish or something like that, some Lord of the Rings shit. You know what I'm saying? But before he used that kind of shit, dog. You might like fucking cast a spell on him or something like that, some fucking Dungeons and Dragons shit. But I highly doubt, you know, he'd do some shit like that. This dude LARPs, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You vote for Trump?
He does not LARP.
Everybody at Power School LARPed. What are you talking about? And if you don't know what LARPing is live action role playing. It's when you're pretending to be a fucking knight or an elf or whatever the fuck, walking around with styrofoam fucking swords and like stabbing people with them. And you're like, you cut my arm off. Oh, you cut
like old boy for role models.
No, it's exactly like that. You know, and that's what all nukes do in Power School. You have to do it at least once. It's how you pass. You know what I'm saying?
We did do it once, honey. We did.
Not really.
That was okay.
I mean,
shout out to Kevin in the back. I'm glad he heard me defending him. I'm glad he heard me defending his honor.
He didn't hear that part. He walked in at the end.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Then you could tell him later. But yeah, that's the thing, you know, and it's not, it's nothing to be. LARPing is cool. You know what I'm saying? Do what you like. You know, we play paintball. That's LARPing. You thinking you playing Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? You out there serious as fuck.
Rolling the ground, you know, and shit.
We in the dirt, dressed in camouflage, playing paintball is no different than LARPing, dog. That's all it is.
We need to bring that back too. Man.
I mean, y'all know y'all got the backyards and shit. You know what I'm saying? We can shoot that motherfucker up. But yeah. So Yani is a no on the flowers. Me and Sadira, Team Flowers, gang. You know, but that's what's up. So since you know, okay, so. We talked a little bit about ethnicity. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Mike McDaniel. He's a new coach hired by the Miami Dolphins. And he was asked, you know, because Brian Flores was the old coach who was saying that the NFL is racist and they don't want to hire black coaches. Brian Flores is not black. Brian Flores is Honduran. He speaks Spanish. He's married to a Spanish wife. They have little Spanish kids. But Brian Flores is dark skinned, so he's playing a black card, right? And he's trying to say, okay, they're not honoring the Rooney Rule and things like that. And they hired the other coach before they interviewed me, so it was no reason to interview me at all. And hey, man, too bad. right? Because Brian Flores should not have been a head coach, period. And we already been through this last week.
He did a good job with Miami, though.
They were losers. He has a losing record. So Brian Flores, never been an assistant coach, never been like a head assistant coach, never been an offensive defensive coordinator, should not have been a head coach. He was only a position coach under Belichick, and that's why he got the job. He got Belichick privilege, right? So now Mike McDaniel got hired, a guy who's been an offensive coordinator, and people are asking about his ethnicity. And he said, hey, I identify as a human being, but my father is Black. And he said, yeah, I've never really experienced racism. He said he saw it through his mother because she dealt with racism from being married to a Black man. And he saw his father go through it because he's a Black man married to a white woman. And he's like, hey, but me personally, I never experienced racism because most people assume I'm white. So I didn't have to deal with it, you know. But he said, hey, I'm proud of my father. And I'm proud of my mother, and I'm proud of my background. But he's like, I identify as being a human being. And so all the woke Black people said, oh, he's not Black. He's not Black. He's denying his Blackness. You know, he's denying his Blackness. He ain't one of us. You know, shout out to Jamel Hill, one of those, you know, and I'm just saying, she's always on this woke shit, but he's not Black enough, but Colin Kaepernick is Black. And they're the same shade of yellow.
Yeah.
You know, but what it is that I only bring this up because people got to understand Black people are not a monolith, right? We all don't share the same experience. We all don't share the same Black experience. And if this guy has been looking white his whole life and never had to deal with racism, why the fuck would he ever come out and say, yo, I'm Black? You know what I'm saying? Well, that's just going to bring problems. When he can just be like, yo, I'm a regular dude, and just not say shit and just go through life without those issues. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking stupid, right? And so now you got all these folks, you know, trying to say, oh, well, he's not a Black coach, you know. But if we're going by blood, he's half Black. If you just look at how he looks like a regular white dude with a tan, you know. He's the same shade as Kaepernick essentially, but he has straight hair. You know, and that's the only difference. And so my whole thing is like, listen, man, you know, I said at the end of all the podcasts, you know, fuck being woke, should never miss sleep. Listen, all you Blacks out there, y'all need to wake the fuck up. Everybody ain't as Black as you, you know, everybody doesn't share your same experience. And it's not up to us, you know, to, you know, discredit somebody because they're like, hey, I didn't grow up dealing with racism and oppression. It is what it is, you know, because it's like if I was born in Africa and I'm in a predominantly Black country where predominantly Black folks and I didn't deal with racism and oppression, does that make me less Black? You know, because that's a common experience for people.
Yeah, but I guess they took it when he said that because, you know, he looks white, you know what I'm saying? So that's why he hasn't dealt with racism, because he looks white.
No, that is why. That's, as he said, that's why he hasn't dealt with it, because
so
everybody
I guess people took that
assumes he's white.
Yeah, so they that kind of rubbed them the wrong way, him saying that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like he said, I don't identify as either. I'm a human being. I'm cool with being biracial. So all right, cool. You biracial, nigga. Have a good one.
So both of you guys are light skinned. What do you think about this?
Who light skin?
Both of y'all.
I was about to say, who you talking to?
And I mean, Yani, you have you know, an opinion I care about because you have a biracial child, you know, and your child may be in a Mike McDaniel situation someday, you know. And Sadira is something that we've talked about with your daughter. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and I've talked about it myself when I was in the stepdaddy role, and I dated a woman that had her daughter was half Black, half white, and her ex-husband was full Puerto Rican, but they were both raised by white parents. I want to say white, both raised by white parents. And so the daughter was only a quarter Black, 3/4 white, and had no idea she had any Black in her and thought she was white, you know. And then I come into town, with a whole bunch of cocoa butter, you know.
Like, who is this nigga?
Basically, you know, but that's something we've all talked about, you know, but but you guys understand, like, people try to link this to colorism, and that's what JR was talking about, was like, it's a colorist issue, you know, when we were talking about our other shit. I don't think it's a colorism issue. I just think people are fucking retarded, you know. And then they go back to the pro-black shit. I don't think it's a colorist issue. I just think it's, you know, black has an entire spectrum. Do I consider Mike McDaniel's black? No. Do I consider him anything else? No, I consider him whatever he tells me that he is, because you self-identify. So you tell me what you are, and I will acknowledge and respect that. If you tell me you're biracial, cool. Embrace both of those motherfucking races and teach me about both of those cultures, because I don't really believe in race like that. I believe in cultural ethnicity, that kind of shit, right? So whatever your ethnicity is, yo, be both of them. Teach me about the shit. Embrace them. I'm cool as long as you're cool with it. You know what I'm saying? You like it, I love it. That's it. You know, but and that's the thing, man. So what do you guys' thoughts on just identifying as one or the other? Or are you allowed as a black person to actually be biracial and proud?
They real quiet over there.
I know. I think there's levels to it, because especially being, you know, the black and white mix, because white is already so prevalent and so dominant, and it's like, what are you really proud of at that point?
Proud of winning, nigga. That's what's up.
But
250 years of winning.
Right. I mean, yeah, but the black side, there's so much culture and so much history behind it that, like, that you have more to be proud of. So I don't know. It's hard to say.
I mean, like, take history. It's Black History Month, right? Right. It's Black History Month. And they're learning about, you know, people, and Kennedy came home with his list of Black history people: Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, all those people, right? And I'm like, you not doing those people, because we learn about those people. Those people are overdone. You know, you're going to have people fighting over Martin Luther King. You're going to do Fred Hampton, you know? And he came home and he was like, my teacher said there's not enough information on Fred Hampton, so he's doing Huey P. Newton or whatever. So he's learning about all this stuff that, you know, Huey P. Newton did for his community and the Black Panther Party and all that type of stuff.
Cooperated with the government. He shouldn't do Huey Newton.
Well, that's who he got approved. That's who he got approved.
There's what?
And that's what he's learning.
What's his teacher's name? I want to talk to them.
They
just had a whole goddamn movie about Fred Hampton. You know why there's no Huey P. Newton new movies? Because he worked with the government. He worked with the FBI. That's why. Fred Hampton.
Is his teacher white or black?
Chairman Fred Hampton.
White.
The person the youngest leader, because you know what it is, because he wants him to do with somebody that's more acceptable, and Huey P. Newton is motherfucking racial. That's why. So he's light skinned, so he's more. So he accepts him more.
And said that there wasn't enough information on Fred Hampton. I'm like, there's not enough information in your school that is appropriate or that they deem appropriate for you to do on Fred Hampton.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I already know that.
That's what it is. Like, talk to him, Yani.
So, like, I'm like, all right, cool. You know, so he's learning about all the stuff that Huey P. Newton did for history. So he's coming home and he's asking questions about, you know, the other day he asked, were my ancestors slaves? And I was like, you know, probably yes, on mommy's side, you know, that probably happened, you know. So he has questions about who he is as a Black person that I answer. And that's why, like, I told you in the family chat, I was like, that's why I insist on a diverse area for him to grow up in.
Yeah.
Because he needs to know that, you know, there are Black people. There are people that look like him. We went to his Little League tryouts yesterday, and I'm looking around and I'm like, Kevin, do you see any more colored people here? Sorry, I used to wear colored. So like,
that's still appropriate.
I was like, do you see any more colored people here? And so we looked around and we saw a few, and we're like, okay, well, maybe, there's a Black coach. So like maybe there will be people that look like him here because that's important. He's surrounded by white people 98% of the time. So if I can find, you know, some Black people for him to hang out with and get the different part of his culture is very important for me. Otherwise, he's just getting whitewashed.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
I was done.
No. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see this because there's a window right here. There's somebody that's walking their dog.
In the world?
There's somebody walking their dog.
Die.
There's somebody that was walking their dog, right?
You can't hear you.
TJ about to die, y'all.
We can't hear you, TJ.
Oh, there's a weird person walking their dog and now we can't hear him?
You are muted, Moratorian.
No, we still can't hear you.
Giving us a scary movie.
Fix your shit. See what happens when you do a podcast with colored people?
Mm-hmm. See?
Nothing.
Still can't hear
hear.
We still can't hear you.
I can't even see him.
What do you mean you can't see me? You can't hear me?
There you are.
You go.
Oh, look, there he is.
Hold on.
Now we can't hear you again.
You teaching him about gravity?
Oh, my bad. So I hit the mute button.
Oh, yeah.
So there's this person that's out here that's that was walking their dog, right? And it's like a woody part of the park where it's like mad trees, woods, and shit like that. And their dog took a shit in this woody part that nobody walks in, right? And their dog is right here taking a shit. And I'm like, this motherfucker ain't picking up that dog doo-doo. And I'm looking at the dog take a shit. And it's like not a solid shit. It's like a little wet shit. Like,
first of all, why are you looking at that?
Because it's right next to the fucking window and the window is open. I'm watching it snow. I'm sorry. I like the snow. And they pulled out a plastic bag out of their fucking pocket and picked up that wet clump of dog shit. You know, so hey, listen, shout out to white people, man.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Because a Black person would have never did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
that's not true. That's not true.
No, you guys wouldn't.
I've seen
Why are we not picking up our dog poop?
Not out of the woods. I'm saying if people can see you, yes, you'll pick it up. But if you are in the fucking woods where no one can see you and it's leaves, you're in the woods.
Don't put your cart back at the shopping mall, aren't you?
I don't use you missed the whole part. I don't use a cart when I shop because I get everything delivered.
He too good to go shopping. He get that shit delivered.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Bougie Bay over here. But yeah, that's the thing. So I get my shit delivered, you know what I'm saying? So just like what's that motherfucker? I am delivered. That's what my grocers be saying. I am delivered.
Hey, I got a question. Meech, we kind of touched on this a while ago off the pod. But with the whole Black and white culture thing, what is actually like white culture?
I can answer that question, but I'll let Yani go first because I'm sending somebody an invite.
I don't know. What's white culture?
Well, here's the thing, right? That's an oxymoron. Okay, Alien's in the building. That's an oxymoron. There is no such thing as white culture. All right, because white is a race. Mm-hmm. It's a color, not an actual culture, right?
You got to break it down.
Yeah, so that's like because when they created race, right? They said, okay, we got Caucasoids, we have Mongoloids, we have Negroids, right? You can't say like what's Mongoloid culture or what's Oriental culture, the word they used back then, or even like what's Asian culture. It encompasses all of the Asian countries, right? So you can't just pinpoint. If you say what's white culture, are you talking about American culture or are you talking about European culture? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, to narrow it down.
So the thing, and that's why I say, hey man, race is a construct. It is a construct made by men to classify other men in order to oppress them and subjugate them. Race has only been used to oppress. Nobody ever said we're going to classify you in races and say we're all equal. It's only I'm going to classify you in races and this race is superior and the rest of you motherfuckers fall down in the pecking order. That's the only time it's been used. We talk about culture, ethnicity. That is what you identify as. So if I'm quote unquote white, No, I don't care about that. Are you Irish? Are you German? Are you fucking Scandinavian? Are you fucking British? Are you Australian? That is your culture. That is your cultural identity or your ethnic identity. So that is what white culture is. If we're talking about American culture, that's just American culture. So if it's a white person in America, then their culture is American culture. That's it. Or if you're a white person that can identify with your roots and say, hey, my grandparents are from Ireland, they're from Italy, then you can now tell me, or you can identify with Italian traditions, with German traditions, with Irish traditions, with Scottish traditions, things of that nature. So that is your cultural or your ethnic identity, you know? So when people say, hey, I'm white, to me, that just means you lack culture. You don't know where the fuck you're from, because you would never say, I'm a white guy. You say, no, I'm Irish, or I'm German, or I'm this, or I'm that. You know, unless your shit's been watered down, then you say, yo, okay, I'm just white. Or I'm American. That's my fucking culture. That's what, if you're a white person in America and someone asks you that shit and they say you're white, say, no, bitch, I'm American. You see what the fuck we did? 200 fucking years of winning, bitch. That's American culture, motherfucker. Hamburgers and freedom, bitch. That's fucking American culture, you know? And so for you white folks out there that are listening, don't let motherfuckers call you white. Be like, yo, this is what I am. You know, white is just the color, because you ain't really white, you kind of beige. You know what I'm saying? So you're not really white. Right? Imagine if you know what white.
Though. Okay, but Torian, yeah. I get what you're saying. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you. No one knows who this is because we have not even said you're on a podcast yet. So we just had a new challenger entered the fray. It's Alene Williams, much requested guest. She is back. She is calling from her car. She has like birthday balloons in the back. Okay. Go.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. First of all, the balloons in my fucking car, okay? Let me just say, Valentine's Day is one of the most overrated days I've ever experienced.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about.
And I'm gonna tell you something else.
Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad.
The reason why I got up this morning with the most horrendous headache is because I'm getting phone calls out the wazoo from Party City because I am the best shipped person they have, okay? When I deliver my balloons, they don't smell like weed. That's number one. And number two, people love me. Like, they call in there and seriously request me. So I was pissed off a little bit, but I really can't be, that I got out of my bed this morning, had every intentions of joining the podcast this morning, but when money talks, I go. You understand me? And I'm being paid $60 to deliver these balloons. I can't make this shit up.
Let me ask you a question, Alene. Do you like flowers?
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
So why don't you like flowers?
That's what I'm talking about.
Because, listen, I'm not fucking dead. That's why I don't like flowers. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you something real. Okay? In my line of work, it's my job to know the facts. And the fact is, Valentine's Day, just in that day, people spend over $20 billion. You understand what I'm saying? B with a B, capital B, capitalize that shit. People spend billions of dollars on that one day to prove your worth to your side chick, your side nigga, or your main chick, your main nigga, or both. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. If my husband buys me flowers, I ask him, what did you do? Why are you buying me flowers? It's a whole argument. It's a whole argument. Because my thing is, it's a waste. It's a waste of money. I'm gonna tell you something. I just delivered 2 bundles of balloons, and I cannot make this shit up. Dude paid me $20 to deliver these balloons. Then he cash at me. Not cash at me, excuse me. He PayPal'd me $15 for a tip. So you pay me $35 to deliver Valentine's Day balloons. And now I'm on my second run to deliver these balloons that I'm also being paid $30 to deliver balloons. So again, I made $60 in 1 hour delivering balloons this morning.
That's pretty
good.
So
like I said, I can be mad, but I can't be mad because you know what? Yeah. Hey, if you want to spend the money, I'm here for the fuck shit. Okay? I'm here for the fuck shit because that's what it is. It's fuck shit. But back to the topic and off my rant.
Hold on, real quick though. Yani and Alene, I want to thank y'all, salute y'all. I fucked with y'all the long way. I appreciate it.
Because they don't like flowers.
No,
he's saying this because
he doesn't like. They own my point. That's what I'm talking about.
No, because you're all saying, because so we always talk about giving people their flowers while they're alive, right? So why don't we actually apply that to actual fucking life, you know? And my thing is like, hey, flowers are a temporary thing, right? You appreciate them for the lifespan, for however it is, you know, long they last. But for me, it reminds me to appreciate the things that I have while I have them, because that time is fleeting, right? And I'm not saying get flowers on Valentine's Day. I don't like that at all. I'm talking about get flowers if I'm on the way home to work and I stop by the grocery store to get some hot sauce. I should grab you some flowers, you know, because it's like, hey, this little ass bit of effort that I'm doing will mean something to you if you fuck with flowers, you know what I'm saying? Because what we talked about before you came on was about catering to your partner's needs and also their ego. And so flowers are just an example. It's like, let's say if you know, hey, you know, you work in the, you know, you're doing finances, you're working in an account, you're doing all this kind of shit. You want a fucking laptop, you want a computer, things like that. And a motherfucker's like, yo, I'm on my way home. I'm about to buy you a new fucking one of those ergonomic wrist rests for your fucking shit when you're typing and shit like that. Those like, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like, I'm gonna pick you up that. That is flowers. You know, or it's like, hey, I'm gonna get you a fucking like a little butt pad, you know what I'm saying, for like a little memory foam butt pad. I'm gonna get you a new ergonomic chair so you can have your back all up and things like that. Or I'm gonna get you like Sadira just got, I'm gonna get you like a lift, a stand-up desk, a lift to stand desk, things like that.
Yeah.
That's flowers. So flowers isn't just flowers. Flowers is just the basic fucking shit. It's the analogy, but it's about catering to your partner's needs and their ego to show them that you appreciate them. And flowers is just the low-hanging fruit. That's just the low-hanging fruit. The more you know your partner, it's like, hey, everything is flowers because it's showing your appreciation. When we use that analogy, giving somebody their flowers, we're showing that we appreciate them. You know, so it's like, hey,
exactly.
Your flowers in this case is a new chair. Your flowers is a sit to stand desk. Your flowers is a whiskey set. Your flowers is getting him a fucking a goddamn portable refrigerator. Like, boom, like, yo, I'm buying him a new pair of Jordans or something like that, or getting him some tickets to a wrestling event or goddamn Griselda or some shit. Everybody has their own version of flowers. So flowers is, you know, hey, flowers in general. But
listen, that's all well and good.
Their flowers can come in many forms.
The way I was talking about flowers was
I know the way you were talking about flowers. I know
all
the
that
way
shit all that shit you were saying is irrelevant.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, listen to what I was talking. To what I was saying, all that flower shit you were saying is irrelevant.
And then the other reason why I said
Yani and Alene both said they don't like flowers.
The other reason why I said flowers are important, especially for married couples, is because we are the example for our children to see Black love, right? Or just love in general. So flowers is the easiest thing that our children can do because they can't afford shit. All they can afford is flowers. So it's the easiest thing or the easiest way to show them us constantly showing our appreciation. They're not going to understand the thought behind a sit to stand desk or a treadmill or a new pair of whatever the fuck or something, but they can understand flowers are pretty. I know this person likes flowers. So when I'm in a relationship where I'm dating, that is the start, is I can get this person flowers, you know what I'm saying? And that is their example of love, of appreciation, things like that. So now it's like, you know, you got a son, Yani. He sees Kevin get whatever he gets for you. Is like, oh, well, they get each other these little things that mean something. So when I'm in a relationship, it's not about these big grand gestures. It's about these little things, i.e., flowers that mean something, because all of us are parents and we all are the example for our kids for how to model love and romance and caring and appreciation. So they don't see the big
let me tell you
gestures.
something though.
They only see the
my
little
thing
ones.
is I'm gonna blow your bubble all the way up, because
blow my bubble. Nobody blows my bubble.
Listen, my kids, we show love to each other just by being with one another, just by not arguing in front of kids, by paying their fucking bills and showing them structure. Flowers don't do that. Flowers is a waste of money. I've been with my husband for 14 years.
Take the word flowers out.
Years.
Take the word flowers out.
Listen, if you hold on, I gotta deliver these. Hold on, because listen,
she cooking right now. She cooking right now.
You're getting hung up on the word flowers. Take the word flowers out. Change it with anything. It could be an Xbox Live monthly membership. You know what I'm saying? It can be.
That's an okay rate.
I know what your favorite tequila is.
Got it. Okay.
It can be. I know what your favorite brand of gym clothing is. I know you like Lululemon. You know, I'm gonna get you a fitted hat. All of that stuff is very small stuff, and it all literally costs the same amount. You know what I'm saying? It's just the idea. $35. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm back. But let me tell you,
I can't see the price tag right now.
So I just delivered flowers to a multi-million-dollar home. Okay. And like I said, made $30 off of delivering those flowers. I mean, not those flowers, those balloons. Okay. People need romance. Okay.
I agree.
The problem is their parents taught them a different definition of romance. Because to me, romance is when you lay up with me and watch a movie. When you joke around and you're a fucking clown. When you eat my food and you love it. You savor it. You tell me, damn, I appreciate you. That's romance to me.
And so you are going to love the monologue I'm going to do this week, because it's about the ABCs, and one of those ABCs is about always be catering. So it's about catering to your partner's needs and their ego. And all the things you said are some of the ways you cater to your partner's needs and ego. And so what I'm saying is flowers is just the analogy. Someone saying, hey, babe, I love your food. It's so good. They are giving you your flowers, you know?
But at the same time, okay, I'm going to tell you something else. At the same time, also, honesty is romance.
I agree.
You being a yes man is not romance to me. That just tells me that I can screw you any day of the week. That's what that tells me. But my husband, okay. He would tell me to go fuck myself in a minute. Bitch, you straight up wrong. I don't know what you was thinking when you did that stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of dude that me personally that I need. I need you to pop my bubble every now and again. Because when I think I am the shit and you tell me, bitch, you ain't it, I love it.
Yeah, because that's holding you accountable. And that's another one of the ABCs that I have, which is always be correcting. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and being assertive, because
and that's the thing. So
most of the time, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's your delivery. And my husband tells me that all the time. Sometimes my delivery is a little direct, and he's like, "Damn, babe, you had to say it like that." Yeah, I did, because I don't know any other way. But you know, it's just, I guess it's all in your upbringing. Like, if kids see their dads or their moms, you know, buying their parents flowers and, you know, stroking their ego, telling them how much they need them, showing how much they love them. You know what I'm saying? That adds structure and builds equality to the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, a woman is the same as a man or vice versa, because that's physically impossible. I don't care what females say. You're not equal to a man. I don't care what you say. But at the same time, we can be equal in different ways. We can be equal when we come together with this household. We can be when we come together with these kids.
Stuck in the matrix.
You know what I'm saying? Different ways. But like today, I forgot I had groceries delivered to the house. So somebody rings the bell. So Derek's like, there's a white guy at the door. I said, oh, okay, go get it. And he's like, why I gotta go get it? I said, because you're the man. What the fuck? Like, we have a strange dude at our door. I'm the first one going to the door.
Thank you. Thank you.
What kind of shit
Derek,
is this?
that is your fucking job. Answer that goddamn door when somebody strange there.
There's a white guy at the door.
So I say that to say that not enough of us women, know our positions and play our positions as the female in relationships. And, to each his own. But to me, I had my father in my life. So I think that makes a big, 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 big difference because your father's your first love.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe with men, you marry your mother, and vice versa with females. You marry your father. You marry what you are accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? So if your dad was a piece of shit, then you're going to grow up to run into men that are more so pieces of shit. But at the same time, I'm just saying, like with me,
I agree with this
experience.
Ain't nothing like a girl with daddy issues.
Yeah, exactly. So Derek had me watching this podcast last night, and these females were getting mad at I think his Tommy Sotomayor and Donovan. I think Derek had me watching.
That shit is so fucking terrible. Oh my god, I hate that motherfucker.
But it was a great show, and these chicks were like really mad because he was basically telling them the truth. He was telling them the real, like, most women that grow up without a father, they, go through more shit than women who grew up with their father. Mm-hmm. And I think that's so true.
I agree.
It's so true. And I just think that I'm better off, and I married who I married because I had my dad, and my dad was a realist, just like I am. And he told me some real shit about relationships and about, men and the way men think. So he put me on early. And, it's funny because when my dad wasn't around is when I had my son. So it's so true. I just believe that. And as far as, what you were saying about culture and people, white people saying, oh, I'm white, I'm this, I'm that, I'm German, I'm whatever. That's not their fault. In my opinion, that's on the parents because you have so many people who don't know where they come from. And when my great grandmother passed away back in November, I took my son with me because I think it was important for him to know his family, see his family, so you don't be growing up kissing cousins. You know what I'm saying? It's just, people when they don't know where they come from, that's how they characterize themselves. I'm white, I'm black, because they don't know where they come from. And that is because their parents don't incorporate traditions and culture into their lives. So, I mean, I put that on your parents.
Yeah, and that's a real thing because a lot of times when a lot of the European immigrants came to America, they were the niggas first, So when you look at the ghettos in Chicago, New York, Boston, those were all full of Eastern European immigrants, and they didn't get as bad treatment as blacks, but they got about 90% of the shit that we got in the North, right? So they got fucked up too. And then when they saw that, the black population was starting to rise, starting to get their own, that's when they assimilated them into whiteness. Like, this is fact. Because they didn't consider Germans, the Polish, they didn't consider, like Slavic people, they didn't consider the Irish, they didn't consider any of them white. Because the whites that were here in America were of British descent, and they were the top rung. They were the upper echelon of white folks, right? And then in the 20s and 30s, when we start limiting the amount of Asians, blacks, Hispanics that were allowed in the country, we say, hey, we got to start letting these folks be white, because Italians, they weren't white. They were niggas. You know what I'm saying? The Irish, they were niggas. Everybody was a nigga at some point, but the only difference is that one group of people embraced that label, and that happened to be us. But everybody else assimilated into American culture and American society, and they assimilated to whiteness, right? And that's why a lot of people that, you know, their grandmothers are Italian, they don't speak Italian anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or they come from Scottish backgrounds. They don't speak the language, things like that. They don't keep the cultures, you know?
And it's sad. It's sad. I think that's super sad because my son, his dad is 100% Puerto Rican. His mom, his father, his grandparents, they're all from Puerto Rico. They all speak Spanish. You and your sister, y'all missed the motherfucking boat because y'all 100% Spanish.
No pun intended.
Y'all 100% Spanish and don't speak Spanish, and y'all can't cook. Like, are you serious right now?
Damn.
How is that even fucking possible? So I say that to say this. I didn't want that for my son, so I made sure that he knew where he came from. He knew the culture. He spent time with his grandparents. You know what I'm saying? And even his great grandmother, she speaks broken English, but I understand a little bit of what she says, and sometimes his grandfather has to translate it for me. And she spends 6 months a year in Puerto Rico and 6 months in the States. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how are you 100% Puerto Rican and you don't speak Spanish? That is horrible. That's horrible.
Listen, man, that's I know a lot of Puerto Ricans that don't speak Spanish. They don't, you know,
that's great. I know a lot too.
But
that's
hey, man,
bad. That is so bad. But see, but we do the same
cultures and traditions alive, man.
Yes, because we do the same thing to Black folks. Because how many Black folks can't braid hair, or how many Black folks don't play spades? Like, we do the same thing.
Spades is on the fucking Black cultural checklist.
Word is bond, it is. I swear on everything I love, it is. And if you don't play spades or you don't eat certain things, they want to pull your Black card. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nuts. I'm telling you, it's nuts. But
both of my sisters play spades. You guys play spades. So Yani plays spades. That was my partner. Sadira can braid the fuck out of some hair.
That's what I'm saying. We invented these, you know, traditions and different culture communities, you know what I'm saying, but didn't pass it along to our children. So you tell them that you have to come up with your own, you know, traditions and cultures with your family. But really, I'm gonna need you to pick up a book. Like, know where you come from. You know what I'm saying? Because when my great grandmother passed away, she was 95 years old. To me, that's lineage. That gives me a timeline on my lifeline. You know what I'm saying? That tells me, okay, if my great grandmother lived to be 95 and she was full blown, you know, perfect bill of health, everything like that, she didn't put toxins in her body or whatever, she took care of herself for the most part, you know what I'm saying, until the end, then, you know, she was a straight OG. Like, she did whatever she wanted. She talked shit, you know what I'm saying, like old people do. And, you know, and she was good. You know, my mom did a lot of fuck shit back in the day, but at the end of the day, my mother is 65 years old. You know what I'm saying? So she's earned those stripes at this point to be who she is and live the way she lived, as free as she does. And I would do anything for my mother, no, regardless of, you know, the fuck shit that we've been through. I still pay my mother bills. You know what I'm saying? And I'll do that every day of my life until, you know, something happens to me or her. I don't mind that. But at the end of the day, it's okay to say that your parents was full of shit. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, so many people, oh, that's still your mother. Bullshit. So that makes her less of a piece of shit? Like, I'm confused. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand who she is and I love her. That's not going to change. But I'm still going to call her on her fuck shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like
that's
my
something,
father.
you know what? And that wasn't on the docket, but that is something that's in the Black community where we feel that, like, we'll hold our fathers accountable and we'll talk about how fucked up they were, or you weren't here, and blah, 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 blah. We never hear that side of the story, but then we never hold mom accountable for her decision making at all in the Black community, because she's untouchable, she's a goddess, she's this, she's that. But it's like, a lot of times the situation was created by the mom's decision. Like moms lead dads, and fathers don't know they have kids, or fathers don't have an opportunity to be in their kids' life, and they get blamed for 18 years of not being there when they never even had the opportunity, you know, or just like perfect example, Kanye West, right? Kanye used to talk shit about his dad. You know, Kanye used to talk shit about his dad, and then it was recently learned that Kanye West, his mother, left his dad in Atlanta to go pursue her career in acting and singing in Chicago. And Kanye blamed his dad for that. But his mom is the one that left, that broke up the marriage and left to go to Chicago. And then when it didn't work out, that's when she became a teacher. And then Kanye, you know, became who he is. But he's also bipolar. I wouldn't consider him a man because he has way too much estrogen, you know, things of that nature. We don't hold mothers accountable for their decision making sometimes. And Sadira and Yani, I'll throw this one to you. You know, why do you think it is that we're quick to blame fathers for what they don't do, or their lack of presence, or doing whatever it is that they do, but we don't hold mothers to that same standard when it comes to decision making and child rearing?
I guess because the men are just supposed to, you know, they're supposedly supposed to take charge and control everything and, you know, have the last say. And moms are lauded as basically being perfect, you know. Mom did this for me. Mom did that for me. It's expected of them, basically, you know. So if a mom takes over and starts doing all the things that dad does, you know, it's whatever it's supposed to do. But then, I don't know, just men are supposed to hold the head of the family.
So do men control the decision to have a child?
No.
Okay, so men don't hold the decision to have a child. So why doesn't the mom get held accountable for the decision making that happens after that?
I mean, that's just how society was going. You know, it wasn't always, you know, my body, my choice. I decide whether or not I have a baby. It was, you get married to a man, you have his family, he takes care of the family, and that's how it goes. When a man is no longer taking care of the family, then it's his fault, you know, no matter what the woman's decision is. And that's just how society has been built up. It's changing now.
Because it's extra like unique. I'm not gonna say unique, but it's prevalent in the Black community, right? Like we'll talk about how shitty Black fathers are, but then it's like Black moms can do no wrong. Like you can be Halle Berry and fucking Losing Isaiah, a crack addict, and she's still perfect. She can still get her child back, right? But men, we don't get that luxury. Like we can't just go out and say, hey, you know what? We're a better fit for the child. Maybe the child should be with us. We have to fight for the right to even see our child, you know, things like that. Also, can you do me a huge favor? Are you using a cell phone?
Yeah.
Can you turn it the other way? Landscape? No, horizontal. Landscape. Wonderful.
Landscape.
Now you're a fucking gangster. Perfect. Yeah, and that's the thing.
I think that goes back to the courts though. Like back in the day, women were always awarded custody of the kid. You know, that's just how it
20 years ago, but now that's changing.
Well, it hasn't always been that way. So back in the day, the children were considered property of the men. So if women wanted to leave the kids would stay with the man, and the woman would just go her own way. But the man got to keep the kids because they were his property. That changed with the feminist movement, women's rights, and with equality, things like that. And that's when we created welfare, that's when it was, hey, okay, well, we're just going to pay for these kids forever. But before, no, the man kept the kids because they were his property, you know?
Right.
But that's the crazy part, is going back to that though.
And it went from men having the kids, and then it 180 to women always getting the kids. And now it's trying to have a balance, and we're still trying to get there. Like, but you have to find the right judge, the right court, the right everything to, you know, for men to treat it right.
But and that's fucked up, because as a man, we don't get the benefit of the doubt. Like women. We have to prove that she's an unfit mother to get our kids.
But you're automatically
that we're
an unfit dad.
To have. Yeah, we're automatically like, nah, you can't do this shit. But we have to prove to them that they're unfit mother. And as you just said, we have to make sure we get the right judge, the right lawyer, the right court system. They don't have to go through all that bullshit, and that's not fair at all.
Let me tell you something. Here is a secret that I'm gonna put all y'all on. Okay, if you sign the birth certificate and your name is on that birth certificate when that baby is born, custody is not established. Okay, y'all both have equal rights to the child. You don't have to go to court or none of that. You have equal rights to the child if both of you are listed on that birth certificate. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you something else. If you feel that she's unfit and that child, you made a conscious decision to have your child live with her in the beginning to start out because y'all decided to co-parent, and now you change your mind and say she's unfit. If you go to her house and pick up your child and keep him, guess what? The court can't do nothing about that. You know why? Because you're listed on the birth certificate. So if you enroll that child in school and the child is doing better with you than her, she has to go to court to get that child back from you. See, this is things have changed. Oh, that does not mean you have full custody. If both parents are listed on that birth certificate, you have equal custody rights.
Depending on where you live,
and
that birth certificate don't mean nothing.
Listen, but I'm gonna tell you something. In New Jersey and in Pennsylvania, the rules are the same. Because when I had my son, I'm gonna tell you something real, because I've been through it. Me and my son's father had joint custody of my son. He had him for 6 months. I had him for 6 months. For me to move to Pennsylvania, I had to get his permission to move to Pennsylvania because we had joint custody. You feel what I'm saying? I did not, just because the father or the mother pays child support, that does not mean that that parent that's receiving the child support has full custody. Custody has nothing to do with child support. That's what people don't realize. You still have joint custody of the child if his name is listed on the birth certificate, and that's a fact. But I'm gonna tell you something else. At the time that my son's father had my son on his 6 months, I got mad at him and wanted to go get my son. I drove to New Jersey, went to his house to take my son. You know what he looked at me and said? You leave the state with him, I'm calling the cops and I'm getting you for kidnapping. That's something real. Because when you establish permission to take that child, you have to. It don't matter if he's paying child support or not. Custody has been established. Y'all have joint custody. And like I said, for me to move to Pennsylvania, I had to get his permission. For my son to go to the school here for a full 10 months that children go to school, I had to get his permission because we had joint custody. See, but you have to do the work. A lot of men, they will let women, and I say let with a capital L, they allow women to do fuck shit because they don't want to do the work. And that's bullshit, because at the end of the day, you're hurting the child. You're not hurting her and you're not hurting yourself. You're hurting the child, because at the end of the day, when that child grows up, the first thing that's going to come out of their mouth is, why didn't you fight for me?
Yep.
I see it every day. I mentor kids Monday through Thursday, and I see it every day. I talk to females who's having babies at the same age that I was. I got pregnant when I was 14. My son's father was 17. I had my son at 15 and he was 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, my son's dads were great. They were always involved. They did what they were supposed to do with my kids. They kept, you know what I'm saying? I can never say anything bad about my son's fathers because they were awesome. Even though I had my children at the age that I was 15 and I was 19 years old when I had my kids, and I didn't have no more after that, because you have to learn from the mistakes you make. And I would never call my children a mistake, but the situations that I was in, that was a mistake. So that's what I'm saying. If you know the law, then you will know that custody is not established because you paying child support. If your name is on that birth certificate, y'all have equal rights until you stand in front of a child court judge. It don't matter the judge, it don't matter the court. She can live in a different state. You can go to the court system where you live at, and an arbitrator can give you joint custody off the strength of your position. If you're holding a full-time job and you have the means to provide for that child, ain't no court and ain't no judge in the world going to deny you joint custody if that's what you want.
Yeah, and that's 100% true. That's something that I went through, through my saga of being a father, because like my child mom, she, you're going off of hearsay and what other single mothers are doing, and I'm going off of the actual fucking law and what I've helped fathers do that have been in the Navy and have been through child custody battles. And that's why, I made sure, my name was on the birth certificate, because I knew exactly what that means, is that, hey, we equal now, so you can't do shit. And every time, some shit happens, I just pull up the fucking, Maryland website or DC website, like, hey, this is what the law says. I'm entitled to this, you know what I'm saying? And then, and then the other thing is like, because people don't understand is that, when you're like, my position is a little unique, but it's like you said, if you're a man holding shit down, the court will fuck with you. They'll be like, yo, you want your kid? You want your kid? You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll give you that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And so that was one of the things that happened is, when I,
and then
went to
on
the
top
court.
of that, another thing is too,
You're
if you don't, hello, can you hear me?
Now, stuck in the matrix. Before, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
In that country ass part of Pennsylvania.
Right, I'm crossing over the Pennsylvania line. I was in Maryland, but I'm telling you, a lot of men don't realize if you think for a second by not abiding by these rules that you are.
Oh, you're chunking right now. You're like, remember that TV show Max Headroom? With the dude,
you can't get no signal off them tractors.
Hell no, man.
Custody at the same time that they're filing for child support, because I've seen that happen before too. But little do they know, courts really be on the side of men who are trying. So I know for a fact of a constable who called a father straight out of the courtroom and was like, hey, do you realize this hearing is also for custody? He was like, what? Got in his car from work and drove to Freehold Court to make sure he was there for that custody hearing.
Yeah.
And she didn't get the custody. You know why? Because he's showing his due diligence. He's doing his job. And I just think that that's so freaking messed up, because of a woman scorn, you are setting yourself up for failure with your kids. And at the same time, me personally, even though me and my son's fathers was not together and we've always co-parented through the years, I look at it as, that's my break. What time you want? I ain't denying nothing. Tell me a time and a date. I'll even drop them off for you. Shoot. You ain't even got to come get them. I got you. Don't worry about it. I got it. I got it. Don't even worry about it. So my sisters, they used to tell me that all the time, like, oh my God, Alene, I can't believe you. You really gonna drop them off. You going out of your way. You damn right. Because at the same time, I'm winning. What you mean? What I'm gonna hold these kids hostage for and hurt myself? Come on, everybody needs a break. I don't care what nobody say. These parents, they be stuck with these kids 24/7. And you mean to tell me, it's not called a break. They my kids. Bullshit.
No, it's a fucking break. Let me tell you right now.
Says.
I love my daughter. I love my daughter. I love my daughter. And on the days that I don't have her, I miss her. And I look at pictures and videos of her and I get a little sad. But then I'm like, oh shit, she ain't here right now. I can walk around here butt naked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes. Absolutely.
So I'm not gonna lie, like I like the break. And my my child's mom, bro, I had to fight her just to get weekends. just to have like overnights. And then once she realized, because she was like just thought she could use the court system against me, but then she forgot that I'm like a genius. And then once she started to realize how much she appreciated that break, I ain't got no problems. You know what I'm saying?
Have you asked her though? Have you asked her why she didn't prefer you to have your daughter overnight? Because you have to think about that too.
Because she didn't trust me.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Because molestation and child, children being abused.
I have the daughter, so
I
have my daughter. So I have my daughter from when she was at work, from 7:30, 8 o'clock until 5:30. But she didn't want me to have my daughter overnight. It ain't have nothing to do with that. It had to do with she thought she could control the outcome, And we went through mediation. They asked that question, like, well, why would you trust him to have the kid all day while you're at work, 5 days a week? But he for the weekend with his daughter, And she was like, oh, well, I'll drop her off for a couple hours. And all it was a control thing. You know what I'm saying? Because she thought she could control the narrative.
Okay.
And then I'm like, hey, man, I'm on the birth certificate, so I got 50% control. So I can take you to court right now and just take the fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely.
And then shout out to my sisters who encouraged that. And then once I did that, let me tell you, whoa boy, shit changed. You know
I'm telling you, it's a whole different ball game. And even your sisters, because I see one of your sisters is on here, and it's the other young lady, that's your sister too?
Yeah, I got two sisters, both of them. You know what I'm saying? They both fucking look alike.
Yeah, damn sure do.
That's why I was like, wait a minute. I saw them, but I can't see them right now, because I'm driving. But I'm on my way home now. But I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. And sometimes women have to, break outside yourself. You know what I'm saying? And put your feet in the other person's shoes. Like if you were him, you know what I'm saying? Would you? Want him to treat you that way? You know what I'm saying? Would you want him to hold the kid as hostage and for leverage? Oh, if you don't pay child support, you can't see a child. Really? Yeah. That first of all, let's be real here. That child don't see that money. You may pay your bills with that money. You may take care of that child with that money, but they don't see that. They see an absent parent. That's what they see. Oh, nice. Well, why wasn't you there? You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure the dad, he not going to throw the mom under the bus. You know what I'm saying? If he's a good dude, he's not going to say, oh, well, your mom kept me away from you. But my father, on the other hand, my dad was like, listen, your mother did this, your mother did that, your mother kept me away.
You about to say, if it's the truth, it's the truth. Shit.
Facts. But by the time I heard the truth, my father's truth, I was already 16 with my own baby.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
And a lot of times, we don't get to hear the man's story, and we give the moms benefit of the doubt because Black mothers and Black women are untouchable in Black culture, and Black men, Black fathers are automatically the bad guy. We're automatically manipulative. We are like, it's like, we're always, it's like, okay, if we get a woman pregnant out of wedlock, it's like, because we're a piece of shit or we're a dog or whatever. And it's like, well, it takes two to tango, buddy.
Right, exactly. And that's the crazy part. My parents were married, but my father was also married to my brother's mother, so he went to jail for being a bigamist. So I didn't see. So while my father was in jail for those 6 months, my mom decided to move, and every time he found us, my mom would move again. So I say that to say this: when I met back up with my dad, I was 16 years old. My father had diabetes, and I was with him for 4 years before he passed away. But in those 4 years, I felt liberated. I felt that he taught me so much about being a parent and raising my children and the way I co-parent with their fathers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because it's very influential to have your dad in your life. I don't care what nobody says. That's a fact. Yeah. That's a fact. Fathers play the same, if not a bigger role than mothers, because especially when you're raising boys. And when I had my sons, I made sure that their fathers was in their lives. You know what I'm saying? That they had a male figure, because like I said before, I can teach my boys, well, my guys, I don't call them boys anymore because they're grown, but I teach my guys to be good people, but their fathers teach them how to be men.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I'm not
I
a man,
agree.
so I can't teach them how to be a man. I don't know what you go through when you're in puberty. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that part. I can only
a lot of
teach you
crusty
as a
socks.
person.
That's what the fuck we go through. A lot of crusty socks because niggas be jerking off crazy.
There's a lot of napkins in that goddamn trash can, boy.
Hell yeah, god damn.
Crusty socks and about a lot of lotion.
Hey, Yanni, that's
And
gonna be you in a couple years, Yanni.
Listen, and Yanni, I don't know about you, but once I saw pube hairs all over their toilet, I refused. Nope. I'm not at that time. I taught them how to clean a bathroom. Because
my son already cleans his own bathroom. I don't do that.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. No, no. There's certain boundaries I do not cross, and his bathroom is one of them.
Hey, you gotta start making him wash his own socks too, man, because they know that's coming next.
Look, I told
he does his own laundry.
The first time I find a stiff sock, I'm gonna just get him a fleshlight and he can clean that himself.
No, don't do that. That's too progressive. I'm sorry, man. You gotta but you gotta have the talk though. Not you. Kevin has had to talk about, you can't be spanking your fucking monkey like that. But here's a question that shifts gears a little bit.
You just got knocked on the door before you walk in the room.
Hey, listen, knock, nigga, knock. But yo, here's a question. Shift gears a little bit. Because we're talking, just want to go back to talking about catering to your partner. So and we'll start with Sadira. So should men be responsible for the upkeep of their woman?
No, unless that is their expectation and their preference.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that answer. That answer.
So, can you elaborate?
So, I am basic when it comes to, I am. I don't wear makeup.
Why do you say basic?
Because I am. I'm not high maintenance, as you would call it. I don't need, petties, manis, long weave extensions, anything like that. I'm simple when it comes to maintenance and the way I look.
You're all natural.
Yeah. So, I got locks for a reason because I'm lazy. I don't want to do my hair, or I don't want to spend money going out to get that.
Locks take maintenance, Sadira.
I know. I do my own nails at home because I don't want to spend the money to go out and to a salon and get them professionally done. So I do my own. I keep them simple, and that I'm okay with that. Now, if I had a guy that was like, "Oh, I want you to wear a face full of makeup and I want you to have long flowing hair," well, you gonna pay for that because I'm not doing it. Because that's not how I feel I need to look. I don't need that to be happy, be confident, whatever. But if you want to do it, by all means, go ahead. But I'm not.
So just to clarify that. So if they're saying they want you to change your hair, that's different. That's different. I'm just talking about the basic upkeep. So it's like, hey,
that is upkeep. Even if
that's modification.
No, I'm saying if I had to change my locks, no, that's not happening. Because like I said, you ain't doing my hair. You're not, it's my hair.
Because you already do your own, you can already twist your own shit. You can do your own hair. You do your own nails. So the cost of ownership, I'm comparing it to a car, not owning a person. It's like the cost of ownership is low, right? So you still have, so it's not basic, like you're not doing the shit. It's just that I can do it myself. It's like a self-cleaning oven. I can do it myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can do all this shit myself. However, everyone can't do that. And so what I mean by upkeep does not mean like hair, nails, things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, let's say, and because another thing, another issue, can I be real with y'all for a minute? Can I talk about my personal shit? Because I love getting into y'all personal shit. I got a fucking issue with people not wearing matching panties and bras to bed. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga,
I have an issue with that. I have an issue with that.
What woman is wearing a bra to bed?
I do.
Okay.
Listen,
she does.
Listen.
It's more comfortable.
Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why? All right. And here's why, right? If you're going to give me a 5-star meal inside of a trash bag, I'm not eating it. All right. if you're gonna give me fucking filet mignon on a fucking styrofoam plate or McDonald's inside a Big Mac box, I'm not fucking eating it. So presentation matters. So I'm gonna always present myself in an attractive manner.
So
you know
what I'm saying?
Says the guy who eats McRibs.
I haven't eaten McRibs.
Guy who eats
I
McRibs.
have not eaten a McRib.
Talk to me, Alene.
Since I left McDonald's. Let's be real. But I used to fuck them shits up. That was the only pork I ate. And I'm gonna tell you right now, McDonald's, if y'all make a vegan McRib or a Beyond Meat McRib, y'all got me back. So Julio, if you're listening, get me that Beyond Meat McRib and I'm back. I'll do the commercial. I'll put barbecue sauce all over my lips, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm back. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing.
But nah, the matching, bro, that shit don't bother me.
You know why I don't bother you?
Why?
Because you don't know better, nigga. That's why.
Nah,
you know what I'm
get
saying?
the fuck out of here.
First of all, whatever.
It's like Alene said. For the most part, when my wife in the bed, she don't have that shit on anyway. She just have like a long.
So if she got what panties and a t-shirt, and I'm not trying to get personal. You know what I'm saying?
Like
but
she just wears a long I guess like a nightgown shirt or some shit like that. Like one of them long.
Well, that's different. If she's wearing a nightgown. And just panties or a nightgown and just whatever, or a nightshirt. You mean like one of your t-shirts, nigga?
Yeah. Or
you're in a fucking New York Knicks t-shirt to bed?
Nigga, I don't got a Knicks t-shirt my damn self, nigga.
Listen, I'm talking.
Let me find out. Hold on. So basically what you're saying is presentation is everything to you?
It's not everything, but it fucking matters. It matters because for me, it's like we talk about catering, right? You're catering to my ego, right? So show me, give me that shit on a silver platter.
Okay, so TJ, you asked if a man was responsible for his woman's upkeep. In that case, buy her the matching sets that you want her to wear.
I do. Me, I'm the type of motherfucker, and that's why I asked, should man be responsible for the upkeep? Because upkeep is everything, right? So for me, if I want you to be a certain way or dress a certain way in bed, I will buy that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I will buy you the fucking bra and the panties and the nightgowns and the robe and the slippers. I just did that shit for my girl. Just bought a whole fucking Calvin Klein robe, nice plush robe, slippers, matching bra and panties set. You know why? Because that is what the fuck I am used to, and that is what I expect, because you will never see me in bed with Hanes. You'll never see me wear Fruit of the Loom. You will only see me wear Calvin Klein or some polo underwear. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You will never see me in something that I consider that you wouldn't find attractive. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's like, yo, the presentation matters. You know what I mean? If I want a Big Mac, I'll go be the Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? But I'm fucking with you because you filet mignon, so I expect that shit to come on a fucking a nice ceramic plate. You know what I mean? I would expect that shit on a fucking platter. I want the presentation. When I go out to a restaurant, I nigga, what I pay for is what I expect. You know what I'm saying? And so that's for me. And so that's why I asked, like, hey, like, so it's like, yo, you know, when you got somebody that can do all that shit, right? It's like, damn, they can do all that shit. Well, what can I do to cater to them in that sense? I can get them a new nail set. I can pay for their beauty products because that shit matters to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see the effort you're putting in. I see you in the gym. I see you doing your own hair. I see you doing your own nails. So as a man, helping with that upkeep is buying your nail set. You know what I'm saying? Or your fucking equipment that you use. You know what I'm saying? Is getting your beeswax and buying you your hair products, things like that, because you're doing that not only for yourself, but also for me. You can just let your locks get all fucked up and ratty. You're teleworking. You know what I'm saying? But you care about how the shit looks because you know it matters to me as well. And so as a guy, it's like, yo, not saying you got to go change your hair, but it's like, shit, how can I cater to this person and show them that I appreciate the work that they're doing? I'll go get their hair products for them, or I'll get their nail set for them, or I'll do this, I'll do that.
Learn how to do their hair.
Or you can learn how to do their hair. That's what's up. But Kevin twisting locks over there?
He sure is.
That's what's up, man. That's the supreme white boy right there, man. That nigga.
But like in that situation, when it comes to that, though, Meechie,
yo, he is the master race.
In situations like that, I don't think like taking over the responsibility like wholly on a guy, like every now and then, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like if she wants to get her nails done one day, you pay for it. If she wants to go get something,
and that's cool too. You take a little bit of burden off. Yeah, that's cool too.
But all the time, nah. I don't think that's all on the man. No, but like helping out every now and then, that's cool.
Yeah, and I didn't say you got to be all. I'm just saying you playing a part. But it's like for us, for guys, a woman paying for your haircut, bro.
I would never.
You buy this nigga Bold shoes. What are you talking about?
No, I have boundaries.
That's his upkeep.
You won't pay for his haircut? That's for the line drop?
That's the line?
No.
Why not? Why not?
For me, you should want to do that for yourself, because to me, that's self-care.
We're not talking about all the time. We're just saying how like women they do their own hair, do their own nails, yada yada yada. And we say, hey, you know what, sweetheart? I got it this week. Don't worry. I'm gonna book you an appointment. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you sit up and get your nails done, X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And so you're gonna not all the time. It's like, yo, I know you do this shit all the time. I'm gonna get this one for you because I know it means something. Yeah, I'm gonna call Derek, man. Free bone, man. What the fuck is going on here, man?
Hold on.
Free bone, not even once.
I want to know why.
See, with me personally, I feel like you should want that for yourself. Like for me, I'll tell hubby if he looks terrible. I'll be like, well, damn, babe, you need to,
So not one time, never will you ever pay for his haircut.
No.
You buy this man sneakers.
That's different.
How? It's his upkeep.
To me, self-care is not upkeep. Like if I buy him a pair of shoes, it's got to be a holiday. Like it's got to be because I fucking did so well with my projections at work and I just got extra money and I just feel like I just want to spend some money because of my personal ego. You feel what I'm saying? Or, like for example, when I decided to take him to Jamaica for his birthday, that was my personal ego. I'm like, damn, I pulled in all this money.
Oh, so you just stunting on this nigga. That's what you doing.
No, I'm showing.
You just like, yo, pack your bags, bitch. We going to Jamaica.
No.
You over here buying Georgia shit, nigga. I'm buying for Jamaica, nigga.
I'm stamping your passport, nigga.
No, because I feel.
Oh, you flying Bone out? You flying Derek out?
Listen,
a haircut's a lot cheaper.
Listen, I just feel like no. I just feel like my husband is a part of my growth, and I wouldn't have what I have if it wasn't for him, pushing me to strive to do better.
Bone was just in the background. Get him on here right now. Free Bone.
Babe,
free Bone.
Here,
free Bone.
Oh shit.
I just feel like
I need to ask Derek this question.
Okay. Here, babe, take that.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a special guest, one of my good friends since 5th grade. The greatest Little League baseball player in the history of fucking Asbury Park Little League, Derek motherfucking Williams, aka the real D Will, aka D Dub, aka the president of the motherfucking Griselda fan club, aka what's on my feet will make you beat your fucking meat. And then your girl, I will skeet. And that is a motherfucking special treat, my nigga. Derek Williams in the building. How you doing, fam? How you doing?
Where you at?
Okay, Yanni, you got to go. Tell Kevin I said what's up, and he's the master race.
There you go. The ghetto celebrity from B-More.
He heard you.
Okay,
bye.
Cool.
Bye.
Boom. Where you at?
All
Say
right,
something.
Yani.
Nigga, come in here, bitch.
I'm washing chicken. I gotta get ready for this party right here. I ain't trying to get away.
I gotta ask you one question, Derek. One question. That's it. One question. If out of the blue one day your wife paid for your haircut, would you appreciate that? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Of course I would.
Okay.
Of course,
of course you would.
She said she won't do that shit.
She said she would never do that shit for you, bro.
She said, fuck you and your haircut.
She said, fuck you. I said, you're going to take this nigga to Jamaica, but you're not going to pay for this nigga haircut one time? And she said, no.
And fuck her because I didn't pay for this shit neither.
I got 5 if you cut it, Bone. I got 5 if you cut it.
Hey, we're gonna start a GoFundMe. We're gonna start a GoFundMe, bro. We're gonna pay for Bone next haircut, man. That's what we're gonna do for the fellas, man, because we care about you, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can't hear you, bro. Put the phone closer.
Appreciate that.
Because I'm in here. Take this one too. Well, take them all. Here, take that out and take yours out.
Huh?
Oh shit! Now we can hear you, Daddy. Now we can hear you, Zaddy. God damn, this nigga sexy as hell. Got the fucking chest out. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
No, I'm about to put a shirt on. I don't want to show my titties.
Hey, too late. We already saw. I'm getting hard over here right now, boy.
Just sun's out, guns out.
Funny as hell.
Yeah, but no. So we're talking about should men be responsible for the upkeep of their ladies, and just like my sister was saying, yo, she does her own locks. She does her own nails, and she's like really good at the nail shit. I'm about to have you pay to do my shit. You know what I'm saying? But she's super good at that shit. And I'm like, okay, a man ain't gotta pay for hair and nails, but he could buy the products since you're already dope at it. You know what I'm saying? And that'll take a little bit of burden off of you and show you that this nigga appreciate the maintenance you're doing on yourself, because it affects you and him. And so we're talking to Alene, and she's like, I'll buy this nigga sneakers. I'll take him to Jamaica. I'll do all this shit, but I ain't paying for this nigga haircut. That's where I draw the line. And I thought that was quite silly. And I said, hey, he would appreciate it if you pay for his haircut out the blue, because we appreciate little ass shit like that, And I wanted to hear it from you, whether you would appreciate that or not, man. And you gave me your answer. So thank you. Thank you.
I mean, I appreciate it, but at the same time, like you said,
ain't necessary. It ain't necessarily required. Yeah.
Nah. Just like that braid she got in her hair, and I'm not paying for that. I feel the same way. Whatever new article of clothing that she wants or whatever, I'm cool with that on special occasion. But yeah, no. I'm not paying for no hair, getting motherfuckers' hair done and all that. Nah.
So never, not one time. Why not?
I don't know. She did ask me one time. I did it. I ain't gonna lie. That was years ago though, but no. First of all, my wife don't go out like that. So whenever there's a special occasion for us to be out somewhere, she gonna take care of it.
Okay, but she's looking good for you.
No, she's looking good for herself.
She's also looking good for you, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she got paid for it.
Listen,
she got paid for it.
We have to stop putting limits on what we will and will not do for our partner. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't no limit.
You just said it's a limit. You said you're not going to do it. That's a limit.
Man, I done enough, man. You don't think I've done enough?
Here's the secret.
I go to bed with a punk ass every night. Wake up to her every night. That's more than enough. That's more than enough, man.
It's always 1% more, man. You can always do 1% more.
Yeah, all right. Well, I do 1% more. What is it? Damn, let me think.
So here's a question. When's the last time you bought your lady flowers? When's the last time you bought flowers?
Ooh, it's been years. She don't like flowers.
I know she don't like flowers. And by flowers, I don't mean flowers. I'm talking about in the sense that I normally use the word. When's the last time you gave her flowers? So whatever it is that she likes, she fucks with, when's the last time you said, you know what? I'm about to go out and get this shit because I know you fucking like it. And making you happy makes me happy.
Christmas.
That don't count because that's fucking Christmas, nigga. it ain't gotta be nothing big, just something small. Like it's like, yo, you know what? I saw you in that, like, you know, she out there doing niggas taxes and shit. She got to use pens. You like, you know what? I'm gonna buy you some new pens. I'm gonna buy you a dope ass pen of your own customized engraved pen set.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
or
a good question.
you know, I'm gonna get you a brand new ergonomic chair for your shit. Or I know you out here fucking driving, dropping off niggas flowers and shit like that. I'm gonna get you this nice ass cushion for your car or something like that. Or I'm gonna get you a new cell phone holder. You know, cell phone mount for this shit so you can see the GPS. She probably got a GPS built in and shit like that. But yo, or I'm gonna do something like that. Or it's like, you know what? I know what kind of air freshener you like in the car. I'm gonna go buy that for you. Or something as simple as like, you know what? I'm gonna take your car to get it washed and waxed and all that shit. So that is all flowers.
Oh,
that is all flowers.
Nah. I'm not sentimental like that.
That's not sentimental.
Unless she tells me to actually do it.
So why not
think like that?
Just like Nike said, like just do it. You got the fucking Jordans on your shirt. Why not just do it like Phil Knight would have told your ass?
You know what it says right there, man?
It says, I thought was living it up.
Jordans in the gold chain.
I thought Jordans in the gold chain. That's what's up, man. I'm gonna get that same shirt and say I got that shit first.
Yeah, I like that shirt.
I'm gonna delay this. I'm gonna delay the podcast.
You can't get it though, man. It's exclusive, man. You can't find it no more.
All right, nigga. I bet you I'll find it by the end of the day.
You can't get this hat neither, man. Your favorite rap group, man.
Who, Griselda?
Nah, man, that's Dead Prez, man. You don't know nothing about that.
I fuck with Dead Prez, bro. But
you look like one of.
I look like Stickman. I look like Stickman, nigga. Whatever. We both handsome, man, nigga. Fuck out of here. Hit you with that mind sex, nigga. Fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about hip hop, man.
Okay, because Jamal talked about he ain't blind as women flowers, and you said you ain't doing this. Okay, so why do we put these limits? Matter of fact, Sadira, we'll go to you. When you hear us say shit like that, like we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that, and it's something that's simple.
Never said I'm not.
You just said, what'd you say? You said I don't think like that. And
okay, but that's not saying I'm not going to do it.
I'm not
because when she asks me to do it, I do it.
Yeah, but okay,
I don't take initiative. That's just me. I just don't take initiative.
So, and that's something that women complain about. So, Sadira,
okay,
aka Dira Dollars. You know what I'm saying? AKA, I will write you the fuck up on a holiday. Try me, nigga. AKA Dej Loaf. You gonna fuck around and try me. There's gonna be a whole lot of fucking bodies. You know what I'm saying? And don't write your ass up, probably. That's I swear to listen, so people that don't know, Sadira is like almost 3 times my rank in the government sector. So it's just funny because she makes way more than me. You know what I'm saying? And for me, that's like something I get to brag about. Like I'll call my sister to write you up, nigga. Fuck around. I'll be saying that shit at work. You know what I'm saying? I'm be like, yo, I came late. Nigga, my sister will fire you, nigga. Fuck wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? She don't even work here, nigga. She make one phone call. I'm like, she'll make one phone call. You'll never be at a museum in your fucking life, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You'll never work in this town again.
Let me ask you a question, Meech. You was in the Navy for 20 years, right?
20 years, bro.
And you was in for 4, Sadira?
Yeah.
So how are you ranked higher than him when he was in longer than you?
Because you got to start over. You got to start over. And first off, the job that I took, or the job that found me, my sister kind of told me not to take it. You know what I'm saying? But I did it anyway because whatever, I do what I want. But
what do you mean by you have to start over?
You got to start over, nigga. It's not the military. You're coming into the government sector, so you have to be like qualified to do the jobs. And if you don't have the documentation or the education or the experience, you don't give a fuck what you did in the military. You ain't getting the job. And then you're competing against every other person, whether they're former military, civilian, other government contractors. So it ain't like you can just get any job that you want. Nah, nigga, you compete in this open market. You know.
So I'm saying, she gets paid more because she's been working longer than you. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, way longer. She came up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so see, I was thinking about it, like when you keep saying she has a higher rank than you, it's because the whole Navy thing.
No. It's because she got out before me, put her fucking time in, paid her dues, worked her way to fuck up, and was just better than people. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay.
See, I'll be talking mad shit at work because them niggas is like, yo, Sadira, them niggas is like GS7s. I be like, yo, I have my sister fuck you up, nigga. You know you talking
to? Ain't no GS9s.
Oh, it's a lot of GS9s.
Oh, man.
They ain't in my building though. No, and so it's like, let me tell you, so by my retirement check and what I get paid to go to college is more than what my coworkers make. You know what I'm saying? And they realized that this week, you know what I'm saying? Because we asked somebody to get promoted and they got promoted to a GS7. They've been there for they've been in the game in museums for over 10 years, master's degree, all kind of shit. And I was like, yo, fam, I'm turning down GS11 jobs and shit and not doing shit because I'm trying to, and they were looking at me like I was crazy. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, this is what I get paid to go to school, not work, just to go to school. And they're like, oh shit. And I'm like, yeah, so now you see why I'm here. You see why I'm here 3 days a week, baby. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. But nah, so Sadira, when you hear men say that they don't think to take the initiative, or they don't think that way, just do the small things, even though it puts them out their comfort zone. For you as a woman, what are your thoughts on that?
It's a problem because, like you said earlier, about how you do all the work in the beginning to get the girl, and then once you get in, you get comfortable and you stop.
You get complacent.
It's a problem because we appreciate the small things and the continued, they say you have to continue dating in your relationship and not just stop. So, I mean, yeah,
because that's romance, and everybody has their different love languages. For some, it's quality time. For some, it's acts of service. For some, it's gifts. For some, it's words of affirmation. All this shit, right? So everybody's shit is different. All those.
I never said I don't spend quality time with.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, he's not saying that.
I'm saying everybody has the different ways that you communicate love with them, right? But they all require initiative. So I know you and your lady always together, always doing shit, be going out, all this fun shit. So, and your lady don't like flowers. So you good, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, a lot of times we hear from men about, what they won't do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, well, if all you're telling me is what you won't do, what will you do? Because we all change at some point, right? When I'm young, right? I may want the gifts and the flowers and shit like that. And that's what you did for me, right? And now I'm a little older. I don't want to go out as much now. I appreciate, quality time, acts of service, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yo, you don't want to do that because, you're just unwilling to grow in the relationship in that way when it comes to catering to your partner. Because a lot of times we don't know what we like until we're exposed to it, So when I was young and I didn't like flowers because I didn't understand them, I'm not going to like them. But now that I'm older, I still think I don't like them because I haven't gotten them. And now it's like, oh shit, this motherfucker was coming home, stopped by 7-Eleven, grabbed a big gulp and got me some $12 flowers, bought them shits home for me. And flowers are only the analogy. Flowers could be anything that your partner likes. It's like, yo, she needs a new iPhone charger. Her shit's all frayed and fucked up and cut up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, right? I'm in my lady car and she ain't have no fucking holder for her damn iPhone, got her fucking car, her fucking phone sitting in her lap, looking at directions, all unsafe and shit. And I'm like, you know what? First thing I did was went out and get a cell phone holder. You know what I'm saying? And
but you got to be able to notice that. And
she was like, nobody ever did that for me. And I'm like, them niggas don't care about your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you driving like this the whole time. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Or, it's like, cause me, cause it's like, yo, ABCs always be considerate. You got to be considering these different things that they'll like. You have to be motherfucking watchful. You have to always be conscious. So you have to be conscious of your partner's growth and their development and when they change, you know, because we all change, we all evolve. When you and your wife first met, you wasn't barbecuing. You know what I'm saying? And now you're the fucking bad boy of barbecue, fake ass Dennis Rodman, right? And it's like, yo, if you came home, because Robin was a bitch and you ain't no bitch, that's why. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, no, just take them out. And so it's like, all right, you come home to a customized apron and glove set and hat and grill utensils. My nigga, you gonna pre-ejaculate in your fucking shorts, bro.
Oh, nigga, the grills get fired up right then and there.
That's what I'm saying, you know.
But like now,
so it's on both of us. It's like, yo, we always got to be conscious of our partner's growth and evolution. You know what I'm saying? To be able to cater to that.
I agree with that 100%. But I think it is like with guys, we stick to what works. You know, when we get a gift, we look at the reaction. And if you react a different way to this gift towards that gift, like, all right, she liked this one better, so I know this is something she likes. It's not that we, you know, stop doing stuff or don't want to do stuff. It's like Bone said, you know, sometimes we don't really take the initiative to do the extra stuff. But it's not like we're against doing it. Like if our lady said, hey, can you go do this, or I would like to get this, we'll go out and buy it, but we won't take the initiative to just, you know, get it on a come home from work one day, let me go get this for her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just simple. Let me know what you want, tell me something. I'm not into looking around. That's just not me. I'm not that type of dude. To be looking for little eyeball shit like, oh damn, I just noticed. Nah, I'm not like that. Let me know what it is. Cause I'm simple. Like if she'll ask me some shit, like, what do you want? Whatever, I'll let her know. It's up to you, or I'll just let her know what it is, and that's just how it is for me.
But do you think she'd appreciate the little bit of effort you put in to try to find something new for her, or try to find some little eyeball shit?
I said, it's once in a while I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything I do, it'll be appreciated.
Yeah. So even if it's not successful, they'll appreciate the effort. Yeah, why not just fucking do it? Like, you know what? Fuck it.
That's just not me. That's just not my. That's just
not about you.
Not about you.
I understand that, but
no, you don't.
And so here's the thing. Here's the thing. So let me ask you a question, Derek.
Yeah.
Do you think, and this goes to you as well, Jamal, do you think you're the same man now that you were at 30?
When it comes to what? I'm the same when it comes to certain things.
Period. Do you think you are the same now that you were at 30? No. Stop trying to fucking put it into some goddamn narrow ass fucking specific. Are you the same person now as you were at 30?
No. I evolved and learned other shit.
That's the answer. Okay, so at 30, were you the same person that you were at 20?
No.
Fuck no.
Okay.
Hell no.
So you evolved, you grew, you matured, you add new skills to your toolbox, you learn new things in relationships, you became a more well-rounded version of yourself, right? You learned, you became better, right? So your partner is the same way. So what worked 10 years ago, 15 years ago is not always going to work now, right? And so if you're continuing to elevate yourself in the professional sense and your development, it's like, yo, you still got to put that little 1% in to maintaining and cultivating that romance as well. Because you can go get her flowers and guess what? She don't appreciate them, right? Because she's like, I still don't like flowers. But guess what? You motherfucking tried. You did it. And so, you know, you ain't got to ever do that shit again. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, or you could wait 10 more years, right? But it's like, yo, this ain't her thing, but she'll appreciate the effort. How are you on both? What the fuck is going on
one
here?
right now?
Oh shit. That shit was wild. I was like, God damn, niggas in the Matrix for real, yo. But that's the thing. We're Bone now. I was talking to Bone. This nigga dipped out on me. Super Bowl ain't on yet.
No, I think he went to go grab something. Baby, yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You know, I'm like, okay, if we all evolve, we all grown. We're not the same person we were 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Why do we expect the same romantic gestures that we did 10 years ago and 20 years ago to still be sufficient when we know we can take the little 1% of initiative to do something to pique our partner's interest?
And I'm gonna say this one last thing because I gotta go be productive. Y'all took up enough of my time.
Be productive.
Yes, I got stuff to do. So I'm gonna say this one last thing in relation to that. When it comes to relationships, and you've probably heard this saying before, but the ones who stay in the long marriage, or people get asked, well, how you stay married to the same person so long, and how do you manage this and how you do that? A lot of it is being willing to work together and adapt to that change, because like you said, you're not going to be the same person at 30 that you were at 20, because people grow. And if you're not willing to accept that, if you're not willing to walk with that person through that change and learn those changes and do what you need to do to continue moving that relationship forward, you're not going to be successful. So with that, which is where I think you're going, you have to continue to evolve in your relationship, which is why you have to continue to date and continue to get to know that new person every 5 years, because that you're going to evolve. You're not going to stay the person that you are. So that's my end statement. I have to go put my desk together and put my office back together so I can be ready for work tomorrow.
All right, no doubt. Hey, listen. If somebody calls you from my job, hey, I ain't do that shit.
Okay.
Right? Just so you know. I be threatening niggas like, yo,
threatening people.
I be like, yo, if you fucking don't give me my 40 hours, I'll be like, yo, listen, I work 3 days. I want 50 hours, nigga. I'll sick my sister on you, nigga. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I should write this whole fucking
I'm gonna change my name so they
can't
but yeah, that's all I got. I gotta go.
All right, have a good one.
So Alene, while you were going, we were talking to Derek, and we were just talking about like the initiative that men put in relationships, and how, you know, we'll know what worked at 20 and we'll know what worked at 30, but we always grow and continue to evolve. And it takes very little effort for us to try to get to know this new person, new version of you. And a lot of times, because it's not who we are, we just won't do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so I wanted a woman's perspective on, you know, hearing us say that, hey, like, because for me, it's like, I just personally said, right, for me, when I was in my 20s, I love going out. I love going to the club, right? I love going to restaurants, things like that, being out, being seen, taking my lady out, yada, 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 right? That tapers back a little bit, but I'm still that nigga, right? I'm still out here, right? I'm still a thought. I'm just saying, trust me, bro. But it's like in my 30s, I'm like, okay, I appreciate how good she is as a homemaker more than how she is in the sense of being a socialite, right? Because it's like, yo, I'm in my late 30s, I'm trying to be home, bro. When I was in my early 30s, I'm out there. You still establishing yourself. You're still doing shit. That's the lifestyle and business I was in. And now it's like, yo, it's cool if you look good, and it's cool if you know, can put on some nice clothes. But you know what's cooler? You getting in that motherfucking kitchen. You know what I'm saying? That's what's cooler, right? You know what's cooler is, you know, you folding this fucking laundry. You know what I'm saying? You know what's cooler is you know what, my daughter come over here and she's here when you're here, and you know, you read to her, because it's like I'm at the stage now where it's like I'm looking for a wife. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, impress me with these other qualities that may not have been, that you may not have been before, but in order to maintain this relationship, in order to learn who I am, you know what I mean, to meet my needs and my ego, you got to impress me with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's me. It's like, you know, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, I'm out here in these streets dating, mating, whatever the fuck, right? And it's like, yo, I always tell, you know, women I date, it's like, yo, listen, like we're going out now, and this is like the trial period. Like, can we get along and shit like that? But I'm like, your actual clock starts when we're together and we're in a relationship. You know, that's the probationary period, because it's like, yo, if we both come home, if you come to my house after work, right? I'm gonna have dinner ready for you. Like if I get off early or I ain't have to work that day and you come to my house, I'm gonna have dinner ready for you, or I'm gonna order this shit that's gonna be here before you get here. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna cook the shit. You know what I'm saying? Or if you come here, whatever, you know, you had a hard day at work, I'm gonna have a glass of wine for you. I'm gonna throw on your little Shonda Rhimes show. I don't watch that shit. That ain't me. And I'm not gonna watch it when it's on. But I'm gonna sit here and talk to you about it, rub your feet a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, that nigga trash. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's good for her. You know what I'm saying? She doing her thing. Just, I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm gonna do the shit though. You know what I'm saying? Because you appreciate that effort. You know what I'm saying? And it's genuine effort, because I can just not do the shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, I know you fuck with this shit. You having this little bit of freedom space, decompression time is good for you. To this load, the burden isn't on you, right? To always be on. But it's like, yo, at the same time, I want to see the shit as well, you know? So if I come home and you had to work that day, it's like, yo, Toucan Sam trying to follow my motherfucking nose. Ain't no motherfucking Fruit Loops in this bitch.
You better follow your nose to Chipotle, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. Follow my nose to Uber Eats, apparently, you know, but it's like, yo, like, you know, but when I was younger, I didn't give a fuck about that. I'm like, yo, dinner ain't ready. We'll put some clothes on. We'll fucking go get something, right? But now it's like, hey, how are you going to take care of me? Because I know exactly how I'm going to take care of you, and I'm going to show you. Day one, once we say, hey, we are together, that's when it starts. Bam. These are all the husbandly qualities. You know what I'm saying? Is I'm going to do everything that I would do in a relationship and do right motherfucking now. You're already past the trial period. You got your 30-day fucking title free subscription. All right. Now I'm paying for the shit. Now we in this actual probationary period where it's like, yo, prove to me that you're a husband, prove to me that you're a wife. You know what I'm saying? And then if we meet the fucking each other's needs and standards, what we have our bar set at, then you become that, right? But I go into shit in a very logical ones and zeros, yes or no type of situation in relationships. Like, okay, do you meet this need? Yes or no? You know what I'm saying? You said you do this. Are you doing it? Yes or no? Things like that. But it's just about the same time. It's like, yo, my partner's going to change. I'm going to always be conscious of those changes and try to, you know, meet those when they happen or before, you know, or encourage that evolution, that growth. Like, you know, your wife wants to get into gardening, but she hasn't had that encouragement yet, or things like that, or she probably has. I don't fucking know, right? But it's like, yo, get her a couple flower pots, some seeds. The kids can get involved. Bam. That's all you got to do. And you're like, yo, go have fun, niggas. It's on you. You know what I'm saying? The end.
That's funny, but I, you know, if I would have met Derek and Jamal 5 years prior, I can't guarantee you that I'll be the same person, only because when I met them, I was fucking with a previous dude. So I went to a party by myself because he didn't want to go, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So at that age, I think you don't think like that. You don't think like forever. You don't think like, you know, certain priorities.
Because we're young and dumb.
Exactly. But at the same time, conversations need to be had of where you come from and your upbringings, because you have to you're gonna find that common ground in the person, and you know what they're about just from the first conversation. Me personally, I'm big on first impressions. And if the first time I meet you, if you don't intrigue me in some way, then I know it is what it is. The situation is just going to be a fuck thing, or you know what I'm saying, not going to be attracted to you at all, and just, you know, we're going to go our separate ways. Now, as far as stability goes, I've always been on my own. I got my first apartment when I was 16 years old, so my priorities was different. And for some people, especially like Derek, for example, you know, when he had, you know, a mom that he had a curfew, he had this, he had that type of structure. Me personally, I didn't have that. So at a young age, you know, I'm partying and bullshitting early. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting the bar, you know, 5-6 days a week between West Virginia and Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I'm always somewhere. But the older I got, that got old, you know what I'm saying? And I just wasn't into that anymore. But at the same time, I knew eventually the older my boys got, especially when they got closer to puberty, I had to find a man for us that could show my boys that, look, this is a man's position of what he's supposed to be about, what he's supposed to do, because that's the other thing, the flip side of the coin when you are co-parenting children. The dad's not in the home. He may be there for the kids, but he's not physically there every day to carry out certain things. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm glad you said that, because a lot of times, and this is something that myself, I discuss with women that I'm dating, first fucking date. I say, hey, I'm not looking for a wife, or I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking at somebody that can be a mother, because I have a daughter. So stepmom, whatever the fuck, I don't care. I don't use those words. You are going to be a mother, because eventually we'll have kids. You get to practice on my first. You know what I'm saying? To figure out what you can do, what you can't do, and we'll improve upon that. But it's like, yo, I'm dating for a stepmother, essentially, for a mother, essentially. And as women, you already have a child. It's like, you're not just dating for yourself. Like, you're going to have to be a parent, you know? And so you look at different qualities than you would when you're, you know, single or without a kid, things like that, you know? And a lot of times we'll hear from, it's always women, because they already have custody of the kids. It's like, I don't need you to be involved in my kid's life, or I'm not looking for a stepdaddy. You know, shit like that. It's like, no, yes, the fuck you are. Like, yes, you 100% should be dating for
a
stepfather, for a father.
But that goes back to what we've both said on this pod numerous times. When men go into a situation, we have a game plan.
Right.
We know what we're looking for.
Right.
We know, even how you said, Alene, from the first encounter, from first meeting you, I know where to place you at. Okay, I'm going to date you seriously, or I'm just going to fuck. So after if you fit into our game plan, you know, we start doing others. We put you to the test to make sure that all right, you know what it is. Can you do all this stuff? I don't think females go into a relationship thinking that they wait. I'm sorry, I don't think women go into a relationship doing that early. They wait until we're already 3 months in, where I done put you through all my shit,
right?
And you passed.
Because they try to put the fuck nigga into a father figure.
Yeah.
Instead of leaving him where the fuck he should have been.
You're already 3 months behind in the situation, and you're wondering why it's not working, because bitch, I'm already ahead of you.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's all men aren't this, men aren't that. No, it's not. You're not putting the man you want, or the man you're dating, through your requirements. So you're not requiring him to show you any of these qualities. And you done spent 6 months with this motherfucker, and now you're stuck.
Right. And that's the thing too. And I tell females that you know, I come across, and I tell them, my motto is, your life is your life. If you don't like it, change it. It's that simple. You're not stuck because you have to be there, or you have to do that. No, you're stuck because mentally you tell yourself, oh, this is it. This is what it is. And it doesn't have to be. You have a choice. You may not like those choices, but you still have them. I'm a firm believer of choices. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like I don't waste my time, and I don't waste my money. So me personally, if I feel that first impressions is my thing, and you rub me the wrong way, I'm going in the other direction. Bye, see ya. Like when I first met Derek, he left me a voicemail like the next day before we went on a date. And he's like, oh, if you don't answer this phone, I'm gonna slap you in your face. Whoa.
She won.
I wish I still had that message. He definitely said that. Why did you say that?
Yeah, boy. Eat the cake, Alene. Eat the cake.
That's that Me Too bullshit.
He said that. So I'm like, whoa, to me, that's a red flag. I'm like, hold up. I'm definitely not calling him back. This is not something that, you know, I want for myself, you know. But my cousin, you know, she convinced me to call him back. And she's like, you know, just tell him that you already went back home, you know. So I called him back and I'm like, well, you leaving me voice messages like this, you know, how am I supposed to take you? So he just bust out laughing and he was like, I was joking. That's what I do.
I ain't saying no shit like that.
And he was like, let's start over. So when we started over, you know, but that's part of the thing though, too, because you have to do your homework. You have to take the time. You know what I mean? Because I called or I messaged Jamal and I was asking him like about Derek, like, hey, you know, what's your guys deal? You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, who man's is this?
Right, exactly.
But that's the thing. That's just bullshit.
So I should blame you for getting me stuck with this? This your fault?
No. I remember what she talked about.
Put in a good word.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you not. So you the reason why I'm stuck with the devil. You ain't a friend, man. You cut off. Man.
No.
You the reason why I've been in this misery for 14 years.
How she just said you can change it. She just said you can change it.
Always. You always
right.
But now I remember what she's talking about because I don't know what you did or what it was, but like the best thing I could say was that's just how Bone is.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like even if you look at our circle, we have a weird sense of humor. We got weird jokes that a lot of people don't get.
Yeah.
So it can come across the wrong way.
Right. Exactly.
Even with my wife, like for a long time, she was like, "Why you and your friends always talk like that?" I'm like, "Cause that's just us. That's just what we do." Mm-hmm. Like
we're toxic.
It's nothing. You know, it's nothing bad about
very
nothing.
Abusive towards each
that's
other.
Just how we do. That's how we get down. And it's like at the end of the day, as an individual, we all do what we're supposed to do. We're all doing everything the right way. It's just that when we get together, we be on some dumb shit.
Yeah, we're just preparing each other for the harsh realities of the world. And that's what I tell people all the time is like, yo, we tell each other the worst things because outside of our circle, whatever you say really can't affect us. It can't hurt us because we all love each other.
We done heard this shit already.
Yeah, we're saying the worst shit in the world to each other. So like if like a woman or a dude calls me ugly, it's like, okay, but you ain't ever called me a wet bird. And meant that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that the funniest shit. I was having a conversation with people I work with or whatever, and I was like, I would feel weird if I put a picture up on Facebook and one of my friends will say, "Yo, you ugly as fuck."
Yeah.
Like I expect that from one of them.
Like if somebody don't come with the jokes, it's like, yo, hold on.
Yeah, if somebody don't put a joke up. It's
like
right,
we still good? Like what the fuck is going on?
Like what I do, nigga, like that.
Yeah. But so I have a question, man, because
now I remember what I said. I probably said I was gonna fuck her up, but I never said I was gonna slap her. You gotta be specific.
Yeah. So which is worse? I'm gonna fuck you up if you don't answer this fucking phone call.
You said you gotta be specific.
So
fuck you up can mean anything.
So here's a question, man. So there's a lie being told to people that men are intimidated by successful women, and then men saying that there are no good women available. And what I attribute that to is just you're picking the wrong people. Like successful women don't normally try to get other successful men, you know, and they normally will date down and then complain about the quality of men that they're dating. Or men will say there's no good women available, but you're not actively dating good women. You're just dating the women that are easiest to get. You know, it's like, hey, my girl, like this girl I'm interested in has an OnlyFans, and then you complain that she ain't shit later. And that's not to say anything bad about OnlyFans, but it's like, yo, you know what, hey, just like Drake said, you know what it was when you signed up, you know what the fucking the probability is, you know, you got the possibility, you got the probability, you know, and it's like, and a lot of times with women, it takes people in general, it takes you longer to get into to be successful, right? So you don't really reach success until you're like 35, almost 40. That's when you're at your peak, right? And women are like, hey, I can't find a man that is equally yoked as me to date. So they end up dating down, but it's like, yo, the 40-year-old men, the 35-year-old men that are in that age range, They don't want a 35-year-old woman. You know what I'm saying? Because you got too much shit going on. And it's not that you're successful, I'm intimidated by you. I just don't want to deal with your baggage. So I'll just date somebody younger that doesn't have that shit, you know, that doesn't have 10 years of failed relationships and all that emotional fucking damage. I'll just date somebody else that I ain't got to fucking, compete with, because that's what's going to happen is you'll compete over who's more successful, because we'll attribute finances into the gender role, into the position of the relationship. Like, oh, well, I make this amount, so we're equal, or I got more say in the house. And it's like, not really, but that's the thing. And then men will say, hey, like we'll be in our groove, a little successful, whatever. Like my brother, he was like, tell me that one of his friends wanted to come on the podcast, and because I sent him the topics about the lie about men saying there are no good women available. And he's like, yo, my friend is 35 and he's single, no kids, and he owns his own house and blah, 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 blah. And he's saying that there's no good women. And I simply said to him, he is a beta, and that was a nice way of me saying he's a bitch ass nigga, and what I mean by that, if you have all these qualifications and you can't get a good woman, the problem ain't with the women, nigga. It's with you. You know what I'm saying? It's with you. You are a bitch ass nigga. You are a beta. And what I mean by that is, I'm not trying to get into the whole alpha beta shit. No, it's like, yo, you have to take women want men to lead in a relationship, right? So if you know what type of woman that you want, go for that specific type of woman. If you are too fucking bitch, too pussy, too scared to go after that type of woman because she'll require more effort, a higher level of standards, things of that nature, then that's your fault. You can't say, yo, I want a wife, and you going to the fucking local bar about a military base to meet women, or you're only dating women on fucking dating sites. No, nigga, if you know you want a woman that's God-fearing, take your bitch ass to church, pussy. You know what I'm saying? If you want a fucking woman that's, if you want a woman that's like financially responsible and she got her head on straight, she got a career, then go join a fucking club like the goddamn, like they got the fucking Key Club in all the cities. They got the fucking like all these like go fucking do some volunteer work. Like in DC, we have like a black country club here called the Gathering Spot. It's like go join one of these institutions that'll put you in the same fucking vicinity as the people that you want to meet. Go do these things. Don't sit here and say, yo, there's no good women. When you too pussy to go after the good women, and emotionally you don't qualify for them because you still stuck in your second childhood. You still stuck in your fucking younger days thinking that, okay, just because I can fuck means I can maintain this woman. No, nigga, and that's the thing. And another thing is, is one point, but with women, saying that successful women intimidate men. It's like, no, what do you have to offer this successful man? Because I don't give a fuck about your money. I don't care. It's not coming in my pocket, because oftentimes most women, when they meet a man and you're getting married or you're going to be in a relationship where the man is going to lead, you want him to take care of all the finances, and you can just stop working and he'll take on the bulk of the financial load and all that kind of shit. But it's like, okay, well, what do you have to offer him? How are you a wife? Can you cook? Can you clean? Can you maintain a house? Do you want children? Because a man that is financially set doesn't care about your money. He cares about his legacy, and his legacy comes through children. So if you don't want to be a mom and he's already financially fucking set, financially stable, makes all the money in the world, and that's not what you want to do, he ain't going to want to deal with you. Because those younger women that haven't gone through all the bullshit of corporate America and working and just fucking slaving for somebody else and dealing with all those fucked up relationships, he's like, yo, I'll just go date her. And all she wants to do is be taken care of. So I'll date her without these problems, also without that success. So she ain't got that fucking ego. You know what I'm saying? And all she wants to do is just be a stay-at-home mom. Fuck yeah, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, is that men and women are saying they want a certain thing, and they're too fucking pussy, too fucking coward, and too fucking lazy to go after what it is they want, because they know that secretly they don't actually qualify for what they actually want.
And not only that too, it's attraction. It's attraction. A lot of, different men and women are attracted to, especially females. You're attracted to a dude that'll dick you down and not pay a bill. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And that's an issue. That's a problem. But at the same time, some
a problem for who?
Exactly, because that goes to the same argument though, Jamal. It goes to the same argument. All these men saying, oh, well, there isn't any good women out there, or just like what he said, his brother's friend. Okay. The problem is you're dating these females that you're attracted to and not a female that you can grow into. You know what I'm saying? So it's you know what I'm saying? It's a catch-22 because attraction, first sight attraction is the worst. If you see somebody and you like, damn, I could fuck them. You know what I mean? That's you talking with the wrong head, and that's not a real attraction. That is a freaking what is it?
Whatever it is, that's what you did, but go ahead.
It's a moment. It's a moment in time. It's not, a lifelong partner that you're looking for. Like, you have to be true to yourself first. Like, what are you actually looking for? Even your age, 35, 20, 25. It doesn't matter your age, really. What matters is the space and time that you're in mentally. Because you could be 35 and, like you said, be a little ass boy. And that's what makes you a beta, because you're attracted to, broken females, or vice versa with females. You can be 35 and have it all. But if you think that you're going to find a man on your level or lack thereof, I'm going to need you to really change something mentally in yourself, because a lot of these females are broken because they come from broken homes. And they've been through the struggle. They've been through so much in their life that it made them broken physically. But on the outside, they're a straight dime. And it's great.
But like you said, though, Meech, when it comes to men that say they can't find a good woman or whatever, I think it's because they know to get somebody on their level, they have to put work in, and they don't want to put that work in.
Exactly.
So,
so it's easier to go after those other women.
Yeah, it's easy. I can sit there and go get this chick that only requires me to take her, the Applebee's every now and then or whatever, do some small shit. But I have to, step my game up to, to show this woman that I appreciate her. So, it's going to take more work that I don't feel like doing. As far as with women, when they how you said date down, I think they do that because it's more of a control thing. Like if you're dating a guy that, how you said, is already financially stable, that really don't need nothing from you, you can't control him. Like, cause he has a lot more options than a nigga that ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? I don't think men are scared to date. I don't even think what do you say? Successful women. It's just that I don't think the successful women understand that at the end of the day, a man has to be a man. Like, I don't care how successful you are, but you can't demean me as a man.
Right.
That's an issue.
Yeah.
So you can be successful as you want to be, as long as you understand that I am the man. Cool. I don't care.
Well, it's crazy because you got females that's lower than men financially and still want to demean them as a man. So
yeah, that too.
It ain't no different.
But I think society now has the dating world all fucked up. Like,
they do.
It's just certain shit that they glorify that shouldn't be glorified.
I apologize. That wasn't a question.
No, that's fine. Part of it is because we are not allowed to judge women, right? So when a woman is
as a guy, we can't even have standards.
When a woman is like, let's say, if a woman is like, let's say a woman's out here twerking, right? She's out here twerking just in a restaurant on a fucking table, right? If men say, yo, you're wilding, all of a sudden, don't police her body, don't tell her what to do, blah, 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 even though we can all agree that that's fucking wrong, right? Or if a woman is out here just only dating losers, and we'll say, hey, man, why are you picking bad men? Then it's, oh, don't tell her what to do, let her live her life. She's in charge of her body, blah, 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 right? But, men will get judged every fucking day. Like if we're not making a significant amount of money, if we're under 6 feet, if we don't have a fucking 10-inch dick, shout out to my nigga Rel, we get called all the worst shit in the world, right? And we just have to deal with it.
Why did you? That was so.
We're just expected to deal with it.
But that's one of our little inside jokes. I
don't have a 10-inch dick. I tell women all the time, my dick is hey, listen, mediocre meat. That's what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Just like.
Why would you do that though? You're not addressing what I asked you. That was ignorant. Why would you do
that? That's our circle. Like you already know.
Listen. Well, got 8 inches divided by 2. You know what I'm saying? That's it, bro. So at the end of the day, he's still fucked though, bitch. The fuck, you know what I'm saying? But that's my thing. Is like we get judged on shit all the time, and it's shit that we can't control, right? Like our height, you know what I'm saying, or the size of our dicks, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But it's like, yo, if you say, hey, like your choices are bad, like, hey, you're having a baby with Future, or NBA YoungBoy, or Nick Cannon, yo, you're fucking bugging. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, don't tell her how to live her life, yada, yada, yada. But if we go out and we get a woman pregnant, and it's like, oh, okay, you just another statistic, or you a deadbeat automatically without knowing shit behind whatever. Like Drake put hot sauce in the condom, and motherfucker said Drake was wrong for that. This is after he nuts in the condom and puts it in the trash, right? He put hot sauce in there so the woman that he fucked couldn't get it out and stick it in her fucking shit and get pregnant. And then the woman tried to sue him. It's like, yo, why are you mad at Drake?
Yeah.
Why is she digging through the trash for a nasty ass condom? That's his property. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, man. But it's like, because we can't judge women, like you said, we can't have any standards, things like that, because we put Black women on its untouchable pedestal where we are not allowed to have any kind of critique. And then when women try to say something about it, they're called pick-me's. You a pick me, you a pick me. You know what I'm saying? Women fuck around, be married already, 20 years and shit. You a pick me. I already got picked. I'm trying to tell you how to get chose, ho. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. But it's like, yo, they don't want them to they don't want to be held accountable. And men have been being held accountable forever. But it's like, woman gets pregnant out of wedlock. What does society do? We give her welfare. We give her Medicare and Medicaid. You know what I'm saying? We give her housing vouchers, things like that. You ain't got to work. You get a man in the house, we take it away. But if a man gets a woman pregnant, that nigga get child support. You get child support.
You don't get shit. You take your money.
You don't pay that shit. We're going to take your money. You know what I'm saying? You can live with a deadbeat, things like that. And it's like, all right, man, I get it. But it's like, when it comes to picking a partner, like you choose that. And the question I asked earlier was about who controls who is born in life in America. Who controls who is born? Women. You know what I'm saying? So if you choose to have a child and the father's a deadbeat, you chose that life. You know what I'm saying? Because you chose some ain't shit motherfucker. You chose to have his kid, so you choose everything that comes with it. Men don't get to choose that shit.
Right. And that's the crazy part, because females, and I heard something last night on that podcast that Derek had me watching. And it's not the first. Yeah, that's not the first time that I heard that shit. But
Fresh, okay, you said it was fucking Tommy Sotomayor and shit.
He was on there.
He was on Fresh and Fit.
Fresh and Fit is not that bad. They're not terrible. Tommy Sotomayor is terrible.
It ain't better.
He's terrible.
It ain't better than Cognac stories, man. Fuck that.
I've been fucking with him for a while though.
Yeah, I liked it actually. And he had a point though. He said that there's more, guys out here without children,
yes,
than women with children. And that tells you that, all y'all bitches is fucking the same niggas. That's clear. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say this, that yes, there is too many, females that's choosing to have babies to, these guys, because you're not taking the time to get to know them first before you choose to have their child. Because I don't care what any female say. Yes, you do have the option. Your body, that you like having sex, you know how you get down. Stop lying to yourself. So I say that to say this, all the more reason to get on birth control.
Facts.
Get on birth control. There's nothing wrong with being out there just like dudes. You know, you want to be a whore just like a guy or vice versa. Do your thing. But at the same time, protect yourself.
Just get a diaphragm. Get a diaphragm. You can fuck all you want.
My thing is, I think a lot of women are in relationships or have kids just because that's the fad right now, or just to say they have a kid or they're in a relationship.
Well, that's been a fad for the past 50 fucking years, bro. You talking
about? They can be completely miserable, but to say that they're married or in a relationship, they'll deal with it.
Oh, no, not married because they're not getting married.
Oh yeah,
right, exactly.
So
and the crazy part is, Jamal, for you to say that, you know how many people, Derek and I think we were dating for like 5 or 6 years. It wasn't more so the question of when are y'all getting married. We were asked,
no kids together?
Why won't have no kids?
That's ass backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went through that with my wife.
Yeah, a lot of people would say
with my wife.
But like, you had kids when you got married. What are you talking about?
Huh?
No, Jamal, you had kids when you got married, though.
No, when we were dating, I think we were probably like 5, 6 years in. It was like, oh, when y'all getting married? Like, why is it such a? Why do we have to rush that process? Like,
well, why'd you rush the process of having kids?
That wasn't rushed.
So why'd you have the fucking the cart before the horse?
It was easier.
It wasn't easier. No, it wasn't easier. It'd have been easier to fucking get a diaphragm installed or wear a condom. That would have been easier. So why was it harder to marry your wife than it was to make kids with her?
First of all, condoms is whack.
Okay.
Like, let's be clear.
You know, hey, you know what's trash? Child support. That's trash too.
Listen,
that's why he married her.
If you look at if you look at the grand scheme of things, yes, I did things backwards. Yes, I did things backwards.
Why would you say that? She said that's why you married her. That's fucked up. That's not why you married her.
No, I was.
She basically trying to say
no. Like what she said is
I understand what she said.
It's a real thing because us in the community will be like, okay, well, I'll have kids with her and I'll live with her for 10 years, but I won't marry her. So why would you do all that instead of marrying her?
Right.
Well, I've said on this podcast, I've told you why we got married. So if y'all don't know, go back to the couple episodes and it'll be in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can say like I should have, married first, then had kids. Yeah, but it didn't work out that way.
And I'm not saying that. Here's the thing, right? I'm not saying you need to be married before you have kids because sometimes things happen, right? But it's the reluctance of marriage after you already have an established life with this person that you're going to be with. Why do we as men? Because women controls who is born. We control who is a wife. So if I already have a child with you and we're together and I know I don't want nobody else with you, why am I not making you a wife? That is the question that I have for us, for men.
I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it.
And not only that, it's easier. It's not cheaper. It's easier to have children than it is to get married. Because most people think, marriage is forever. That's a huge commitment. It
costs $30 to get married.
Yeah, but everybody not going to just to the piece. Some people, they want that whole
they want the show.
Exactly. Yeah.
Listen,
but see,
some niggas want the ass say, but they ain't getting that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my guy Jordan Becker, gang.
I'm just saying more people need to take the time to get to know people. You know what I'm saying? But don't waste too much of your time.
So why would you have a child with somebody without knowing them? But it's like, okay, I need to take the time to get to know you, but I don't need to take the time to have a kid with you.
Yeah, it just depends on the person's headspace. Because honestly, I think that therapy is a huge thing that people don't take more advantage of.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of that has to deal with, your mental, because you let your other body part speak for you before you think about it.
So I have a question. Okay. What is a bigger deal breaker? Cheating or someone's mental health?
For me, it's cheating.
I'm gonna say mental health because
I think so
the fact
too.
that you're cheating makes you a mental basket case.
Like, bitch, you cheating on me? You ain't seen my shoe closet?
Yeah, because
damn right.
Yeah, I would have to say mental too, because that's my thing too. Because if you're with a person for a while, and for you to be tempted by temptation to actually lay down with a different person and consciously, do it, I mean, damn, where were you mentally that you told yourself that was okay? I couldn't imagine that.
And
for me, I can deal with cheating. I could, but a baby is a deal breaker for me.
That's a deal breaker.
That's
a commitment. That's a lifelong commitment.
She giving me permission to cheat. Let me call you.
There you go, bro.
Nigga, you about to call me, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Nigga about to FaceTime me right now. You about to be the same nigga. You about to be John Sally on Hall Pass, nigga. At fucking TGI Fridays.
You gonna catch a beating off in the minivan?
Listen, man.
Yo, but no, because my thing is like,
yeah, what would you
like,
say?
my questions always come from a place of personal experience. And so for me, it's like, yo, I tell women all the time, I'm like, yo, for me, cheating is not a deal breaker. It's why you cheated, right? Because for me, it's like, I believe for women, and this is me giving them the benefit of the doubt, right? Most times when they cheat, it's because of something that I'm not doing, right? I'm not giving you I'm not meeting one of your needs, right? Because it's always that little lame ass nigga at work, the work husband, that's showing appreciation, making her feel desired and wanted, things like that, because I'm not doing the shit at home. Because I'm not doing it at home. So she ended up fucking that nigga at the company party. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the other time they'll cheat is when they have a no shit mental health issue. Right. when they have destructive tendencies, when they have emotional damage that they have not gotten through, worked through, things like that. And so as for me, it's like I talk to them all the time. I'm like, yo, what is your mental health history? Have you ever had a panic attack? Have you had a nervous breakdown? Have you been to go see a therapist? Just like, did you grow up with your father? I asked them a specific question because it's like, yo, I know that this is a bigger problem for me because that shit is hereditary. Because if your shit is not addressed, it will get passed down to our children. So I'm not going to pass down a cheater gene, but I will pass down you being bipolar. I will pass down you having anxiety issues. That will all get passed down genetically. And so for me, that is why it is a bigger deal breaker. That is why that is my deal breaker, is if you have mental health situations or mental health, like a mental health injury, and you are unwilling to treat it, because that's what it is. It is an injury. It is trauma. Trauma can be physical or emotional. We don't look at PTSD as something that's just, oh, that nigga's just crazy. No, that is in a physical response to emotional trauma. An anxiety attack is a physical response to emotional trauma. So it's all encompassed in one. So if I went out and blew my fucking knee out and I didn't get treatment and my knee is all fucked up, my girlfriend or my wife should fucking leave my dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm out here with one fucking leg, because I don't want to go to rehab, or I don't want to get fucking surgery on my knee, or if my fucking hand gets cut off and I'm just walking around with a fucking garbage bag and a roll of tape over it, and I don't want to go to get surgery on it. It's like, yo, I have an injury that I'm not getting treated. So mental health, if you have a mental health injury, you have to get it treated. So for me, if you have a mental health injury, whether it's diagnosed or undiagnosed, and you're unwilling to get it treated, that is a deal breaker for me, because that will get passed on. It's like an STD. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being a STD, it's an ETD. You know what I'm saying? It's an emotionally transmitted disorder. It's an emotionally transmitted disease, not a sexually transmitted disease, because we gonna fuck and now my kid's bipolar, because you ain't want to get the shit under control. Or now my kid has anxiety issues. It's like, I'm not trying to damage another generation of people because you were too proud to go to therapy, And that's why I asked the question, because it's one of my, like, you know, I'm watching this TV show called Love Life, season 2 on HBO. And the guy had a girlfriend that she had some emotional trauma that she didn't deal with. And she ended up fucking the Task Rabbit nigga, which is basically like an Uber Eats nigga. She ended up fucking this nigga. And he took her back after a couple of years that they were apart. And he was like, oh, well, nobody's perfect. And he ended up taking her back. And I'm like, yo, couldn't be me, bro. And it wasn't the cheating. It wasn't the cheating part. It was that she had emotional trauma. And when he tried to help her with it, she wouldn't allow him to help. So she went and put herself in a situation where a fucking Uber Eats nigga fucked. You know what I'm saying? And then she blew up the relationship because she couldn't deal with the guilt from dealing with that shit. And it's like, yo, cheating ain't the issue. It's why you cheated. And that comes from here, you know. But that's my thing. And that's actually like why, like when people always wonder why I break up with women, it's the brain. The girls look so good, but their brains are not ready. They don't know.
Stop singing, man.
And I thought about that too, because when you're looking for a lifelong partner, they have to be relatable as well. And I joke about, you know, having to go back home to find my husband, because you have to be relatable. You know, I can't choose to, I mean, I could, but I wouldn't choose to marry a white guy, because what are we going to talk about? Like, you're not relatable. You know what I mean?
White, we're going to talk about white power.
You know, it's just crazy. Like, you know, so meeting Derek, you know, at one of my friends' party and getting to know him over the years and having the conversations that we've had over the years, it just further proved, you know, his potential, his passion, and how we can grow old together and live as beings and love one another outside of kids.
Yeah. And that takes work, because a lot of people, they'll have kids and they get lost in raising the kids, and then it's not that you fall out of love with your partner, you just don't know them anymore. No, because you put so much time and energy into the kids. You've grown, you've evolved, you've always been changing, but you haven't always been conscious about those changes that your partner made. And now you got an empty nest and you don't know who this nigga is.
Y'all you done spent the last 18, 20 years dealing with the kids. When they're gone, it's like, all right, what the fuck, bitch? I forgot you was here. Like, oh shit.
Right, exactly. You look up and things change. Yes, and that does happen, and it almost happened to us, but we stay connected because of communication. You know what I'm saying? Because for a time there, yes, I threw myself into what my kids were into, and, you know, being that soccer mom and always there for them at every game, volunteering, doing this, doing that, coming home, cooking dinner, waking up tomorrow and doing it all over again. The thing that kept us grounded was the communication. I always checked in with my husband and vice versa. And when I don't check in with him, then he checks in with me like, hey, where you at? Like, where'd you go? You know?
Hey, listen, ABC, always be communicating and always be checking.
Right, exactly. And that's why I had this conversation with my friend, because, you know, they say, you know, oh, I married for love. And they look at me like I'm crazy because I say I didn't.
Love ain't enough.
Not at all. I say I didn't. And they just look at me like, oh, did your husband know you didn't marry him for love? Yeah, he does.
You marry for purpose. That's why you marry. You marry for purpose. You know?
Right. Exactly. I married my husband because we're one. We communicate. He says what I'm thinking and vice versa. Like, I mean, granted, my husband is always thinking more than I am, but
I think that's just an man's nature.
She could be an airhead at times. Like, yo, what the fuck?
This nigga Bone being the brains of the operation is fucking hilarious.
That's crazy, right? Scary situation. Very scary.
You have no idea. Out of all the money I make, yo, I'm telling you, I am so irresponsible. It's nuts. I would just be throwing money out the window if it wasn't for Derek. Because sometimes he just I'm ready to jump, and he's like, "Whoa, I'm gonna need you to fucking relax."
Yeah. This nigga turned into Nori. Relax.
That came with the struggle of first moving in with her, and because I suck with money. To this day I do.
Yeah.
So when I moved out here with her, I'm looking at her the way she talking, thinking like, you know, I could depend on you to, you know what I mean, handle the finances. But then I'm looking at her like, damn, pardon my French, babe, but this bitch is worse than me with the goddamn. It was, I'm telling you, we got into plenty of, I'm like, yo, what is you doing? Because I'm doing everything you're telling me to do, how to pay these motherfucking bills. And then when they come, yo, babe, I need another 300. I need another, whoa, for what? What happened?
You're like, damn, you got a coke habit I don't know about? What the fuck, Steve Hutchinson?
You go to the strip club or some shit, goddamn.
It got to the point where like, yo,
man, I'm betting on horses and shit.
More money. I'm doing everything. What the fuck is you doing with the bread, man? And I cut her off and be like, I'm not giving you no more. I said, I ain't got it. And then sneakers come in the mail. Now she trying to cuss me out.
Yeah.
Because I just bought some kicks and you ain't had to. Yeah, I told you. I ain't having for you.
Yo.
It took a minute.
But that comes with learning your partner and going together. Like,
right.
You have to take that time. Like you go through some shit in your relationship, but it's how you deal with it and come out of it that matters.
Yeah.
Right. Because I was always saying to him, like, oh, so what now? You gonna leave me? So that was one of my biggest, you know, and at one point he had to say to me, like, why do you always go there? Like, why do you say that? You know, when we get into a certain argument or whatever.
Words have meaning. Words have meaning.
Yes, because that's what, you know, what I'm used to. I'm like, when you find out, you know, the real person and who I am, you have a problem with that. So now you're going to leave, you know, like, I don't know why, but when my son got sick and I was stuck in Cali for 6 weeks, and Derek had to be here and hold down the house and, you know, take care of things while I was in Cali. And that was the hardest thing I ever had to do because, like I said, I've been on my own since I was 16. So it was hard for me to give someone else my property, you know, quote unquote, my property, you know.
Being vulnerable and trusting him to do his job.
Absolutely. And that was so freaking hard. It was hard. I'm telling you. It was very difficult because I'm telling him, make sure you go to the cleaners, for example, and pick up this stuff from the cleaners. He was like, all right, I'll get to it. So hours go by and I call him like, did you go to the cleaners? He was like, nah, I forgot, but I'll do it tomorrow. Yo, what the fuck you mean you ain't go to the what the so I'm going
if I go to the cleaners and pick this shit up, are you gonna wear it? Nigga, you across the what's wrong with you?
No, the stress level was off the chart.
Mad. No, it was a situation where she wanted me to deposit the money order in the bank account, right? And she kept rushing. And I said, hey, it doesn't matter if I do it now, because if I do it now, this was back then. When you deposit cash in the account, the money's right there. You remember back in the day, if you deposit,
you had to wait. Yeah,
you had to wait like 2-3 days.
Yeah. And I'm trying to tell her that it's a money order, it ain't a fucking check. Blah blah blah. I pressed out. I was like, fine. I went over there and did it. Boom. She called me. You deposited? I'm like, yeah. No, you didn't because it ain't in there. I said, motherfucker, I told you what it was. A fucking half hour ago. You're gonna have to wait a day.
Yo, I'm telling you what, we really, and that's how I say.
I need to do this myself. I said, well, motherfucker, come over here and do it your goddamn self and stop calling me to do it. Like, yo, what's wrong with you?
Those 6 weeks, I'm telling you, it was the hardest thing I ever had to do, you know?
Yeah.
It was so hard. And then after that argument, I said, what, you gonna leave now?
So what if he would have left?
I would have.
After I left my comfort zone to come all the way to Pennsylvania, I ain't going nowhere.
No.
But you want to see my point. That's all I'm saying.
It would not have surprised me. If he would have left, it would not have surprised me. If I would have came home from California and he wasn't there, that would not have surprised me at all.
That's
what surprised me was that he was still there.
No, and that's what pissed me off about her when she says that, because my thing is, we was together long enough that you don't think I was better than that. Like, you got your other son. You think I would leave while your other son was here and I know the situation what you're going through? No.
Yeah.
I would never do that. And that's what makes me mad about her when she says that shit.
Yeah, but see, that
you
goes,
should think better than me than that.
Right. And that goes back to what I said. When you're used to dealing with certain men or certain females, you expect certain things.
Yeah.
So when you have somebody different, it comes in a different form, and you don't realize what you have until you reach breaks like this. When you run into situations like this and different experiences and how you go about things, you know what I'm saying? So when we went through that together and I came home and he was still there and he was working and the house didn't catch on fire, you know, we still had a home to come to. That made me fall in love with him even more, because now I know that I could depend on you and you are my security.
Yeah.
You know? So it was
basically
crazy.
In a fashionable way, what she telling you is, I want an argument. The pettiness in me will not make me leave. I will stay to make you miserable, to show you that I want to argue.
I'm gonna get my shit off.
I got a question, Alene. Why didn't you give him the benefit of the doubt, like he gave you the benefit of the doubt?
About what?
Him just being responsible. Being responsible. Like, how come you didn't give him the benefit of the doubt the way he gave you the benefit of the doubt? Because he could have looked at you and was like, oh, she got 2 kids, blah, 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 and took that a whole different way. But he didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Because of what I was used to. I was used to dealing with fuckboys. You know what I'm saying? I had, in different relationships, I had dudes that'll pay my bills and, you know, I was straight, but they was in and out. You know what I'm saying? I was used to them coming and going and staying gone for a while, then coming back. You know what I'm saying? So when you're used to certain men and then you find something different, it's like you want them to be like the rest. You know what I'm saying? And when they're not, it intrigues.
Now it forces you. It challenges you now as a person. It's like, yo, they're not like the others.
Yeah.
So, oh shit, how do I keep them? And that's another ABC is always be consistent. This nigga Derek was consistent.
Right.
Know? And now it's like always be challenging. Now you got to challenge yourself how to be the partner that this person needs. Yeah, like so my next monologue, you're gonna love it because it's all about the AB motherfucking C's. But my daughter is on her way, and so my child's mom sent me a text talking about my daughter is late coming today because she took a poop on the floor. Right.
Well, all right.
No, here's the picture. Can y'all see the picture? Hold on.
Yeah.
It's like a picture of Boo Boo on the floor.
Yeah.
And then that's my daughter right there. And I'm like, hey man, how does she poop on the floor? Because when she's here,
like a grown ass adult.
Exactly. I'm like, yo, when she's here, she doesn't get up off the toilet until she finishes. She sits on the toilet until she poops and pees. And if an hour passes and she don't poop, I put a diaper back on her, but she does not get up off the toilet at all. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, oh, well, she peed, but then she starts touching her pee. And I'm like, okay, then you pluck her fucking hand and tell her no. And she's like, I do, but I don't pluck her hand though. And then she's like, yesterday she peed on the floor. And I'm like, well, then how do you reinforce the behavior that you desire? And she's like, I tell her no, but she still does the same fucking thing. So telling her no isn't the behavior that you desire. The behavior that you desire is for her to not do this shit. And what reinforces that is you giving her consequences. And I'm like, hey man, she don't pick up her poop here. She don't touch her pee. She don't need a potty. None of that shit. And I'm like, if she hears no without any consequences, then what is the accountability mechanism? Yeah. And then she says, oh, true.
Kids mourn discipline, period. My sons were potty trained by the age of 2, and not once did they wet the bed, ever. Not once. kids more in discipline, and I'm here to give it out. I line them up. Like, I don't play them.
And don't get these hands.
Bro, you see my hands? How big? You think these plucks don't hurt?
Yeah,
like,
so
you my
it's
daughter.
obvious that her mom definitely missed the signs. She missed the signs. Yeah. Because I'm gonna tell you something. When kids gotta go, especially, and I know you probably noticed it, but you didn't pay attention to it. When your daughter gotta go, she has this blank look on her face.
Yeah, because she's confused. She's confused. Yes. And so I gotta teach her how to
grip her ass up. Yeah. Like, okay, now it's time for you to sit.
Because she'll like, because I have her go to, shout out to Amanda Copman. She was like, yo, put the kid on the potty as soon as she wakes up. Because I was just doing it like after she ate in the afternoon and at night. She was like, nah, put her on as soon as she wakes up so she get used to that. She's like, yo, what do you do when you wake up? First thing you do is go to the bath, take a shit, take a leak, whatever. But it's a routine, it's a habit. So to train her to do that. She didn't say all that. I figured that out because of my superior intellect. But I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Amanda. And I'm doing that, and she goes, like, she wakes up, uses the potty after lunch. I put her on about 45 minutes later, uses the potty before dinner. She knows she eats dinner. She's sitting in that toilet for an hour. We're gonna sit here and watch Coco Melon. I'm gonna read to you things like that. She's gonna take a shit, and then the pull-ups go on, and then she's like dry the entire night.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and then when she wants to use the bathroom, she'll like start fucking with her diaper or her waist and shit like that, or she'll like leave the room, and then she'll come back, or she'll find
a corner,
or she'll go to where like I keep her diapers at, where I change her at, and she'll go over there and lift the actual thing up and start like grabbing stuff, and I'm like, oh, you want to use the bathroom? So they respond. So when you teach them, you give them structure, you tell them what behavior you want, they'll respond to that. And so for us as adults, when it comes to dating, relationships, things like that, we have to tell our partners what the expected outcomes that we want, what's the expected behavior, and model our behavior towards that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And at the same time, we have to also be conscious and be aware of those changes that these people make, because when I was young, I loved going to the club. Now that I'm old, show me you can cook. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, I cared about, I was just like, yo, listen, I'm just trying to fuck. I didn't care about the presentation. You know what I'm saying? But now that I'm older and we're not going out, okay, show me that you care about the presentation. So we ain't going out. Well, I ain't going to see you in this tight ass dress and like that. But let me see you in these matching bra and panties, goddamn it, that I bought. Because that's what I buy. I buy the matching bra and panties.
Listen.
That's what I do, bro. Listen. I ain't gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just gonna buy you 5 sets of matching bras and panties, and I'm gonna buy you what I want to see you in. And hey, I'm letting you know right there. That's my expectation. Don't come over here with that bullshit anymore. Don't go to CVS and buy the fucking the 7 days of panties with the days on them and shit, and then thinking my dick gonna get hard off of that. That's not happening. I'm gonna stay playing Xbox. Fuck wrong with you?
Not with the granny.
Listen, I tell my wife all the time. She already know this. I appreciate the lingerie and stuff, but if we fuck, I'm taking it off anyway. I don't give a fuck. You can come with sweatpants and the wife.
If I give you a Snickers, do you want to unwrap it first, or you want that Snickers in my bare ass hand?
That depends. If I'm driving, I'm gonna need you to unwrap it.
But you saw a wrap first. You appreciated that shit was presented to you in an enticing way, not just I'm pulling a fucking Snickers out of my pocket. Here you go.
Come in here, shit all hand me a Reese's cup unwrapped. Knowing I like Reese's cup, I'm gonna eat the motherfucker. I'll find my wife very
unwrapped Reese's out of her back pocket. You eating it?
Hey, listen, depending on the situation, I might, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You eat ass candy, bro. You eat unwrapped ass candy, man. That's crazy, dog. Listen, you a trip.
My wife already know.
How you gonna eat the unwrapped Reese's cup, but you gonna eat ass? Man, you a weird dude. You gonna leave it at that. So y'all got anything to say to the people before we get out of here?
Hey, listen. You see the shirt? Pay homage.
No, we don't see it because you keep fucking moving.
Dope Black Father.
There we go.
Yes, it says you got the hat. Black Father.
You got the hat. Hold up. You got the logo.
Take it all the way off so we can see that hairline, nigga.
Nah, nigga. You see the logo?
We can't see the hairline. Fuck your hat, nigga.
This nigga out here hat fishing.
You damn right, nigga. You already know. That's why I got a bunch of these motherfuckers.
Bro, you look like Bum B,
That's why I got a closet full.
You do look like Bum B.
Hey, look.
Yo, shout out to the barbecue bad boy, man. The sauce boss.
New Jersey barbecue, follow me, hit me up. If you come to Georgia, holla at your boy, man. I got you.
Hey, if you come to Georgia, put my meat in your mouth, bitch. It's unisex. It's unisex meat, non-gender specific. You know what I'm saying? So this is vodka I'm drinking, not fucking coffee, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
I know, motherfucker. I'm drinking the same shit.
Hey, I shout out to my nigga, man. Alcoholic, man.
Hey, who y'all got winning the game tonight, yo?
Who playing?
I don't give a fuck.
this nigga here, who playing?
I don't care, bro.
Who got the right quarterback? That's what I'm going for.
I don't give a fuck because I feel like the Bills should have been in this motherfucking Super Bowl, man. Fuck that.
Oh man, Tom Brady should have been in the Super Bowl, and we keeping it real, man. Tom Brady won already, but no, I want Joe Burrow to win, so white people can be happy, because white people love Joe Burrow, and I want them to be happy, man.
You know, they love Stafford too. Shit.
No, fuck Stafford, dog. Joe Burrow got the Heisman Trophy, the national championship. I need him to get a Super Bowl ring because I need white people at maximum happiness during Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? So I can get my shit off. That's why.
Well, I tell you what, if he don't win this one, I feel like he'll be the next coming to Dan Marino because didn't he go to Super Bowl his second year?
Yeah, and then never again.
Never win.
Never again.
He was great.
Yeah, I think that with Joe Burrow too. If he don't get this one, I don't think it's gonna be a winner before he go again.
Not at all.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, man, shout out to my boy Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville Jaguars. You know what it is, man. That's still my boy. I don't give a fuck about y'all niggas, man.
But if they do,
I like Trevor Lawrence.
If they do win, I expect one of them ignorant ass Negroes to do the icky shuffle.
I expect one of them ignorant Negroes to get arrested.
Yeah,
not arrested.
Just me.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's been a history of Bengals getting arrested over the years. So
yes. So I'm just going off of what you've shown me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
man, shout out to Pac-Man Jones, man.
Garbage.
Yo, Pac-Man Jones. He lost in a boxing match to some random motherfucker that he was fighting. He was talking mad shit before it.
I didn't know he did a boxing match.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I saw it.
He got his ass beat. And he was talking that same shit like.
Noticed, but I thought Pac-Man Jones and Marshawn Lynch the same nigga.
I did at 1.2, boy. I ain't go for. I did at 1.2.
They all look alike. You fucking racist ass motherfuckers.
Niggas with dreads don't look alike, right?
Especially
when they had the gold teeth and shit.
Yeah. Why they be doing that shit, bro? Like that's oh my god, man. I can't stand black people. Yeah. I gotta get out of here, dog. But anyway, listen, you fucking Hardy. No, Marshawn Lynch is a real dude. I like Marshawn Lynch. You know Hardy. He do a lot of community work, a lot of charity work. I like him, man. I'm glad that he's not in the league because now all he's doing is talking now, and that's great. You know what I'm saying?
You seen him on the Pivot?
No, I didn't see him on the Pivot.
Yeah, he was on the episode of Pivot.
I'm gonna have to go fuck with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
his interviews be good as shit too.
Because he's a very intelligent, not well spoken. He speaks like everybody else.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy?
But he's a real motherfucker.
That motherfucker's smart as hell because you know.
Yeah, very intelligent.
Yeah, because the whole time he was in the league,
he didn't spend his NFL money.
All the money that he made from the NFL.
Money. Yo, all the money on Skittles.
Yeah,
and diabetes.
All the money that he made from the NFL. He stacked it and he was spending basically all his money on endorsements.
Yeah.
Getting $5 million a year on endorsements.
Smart, man.
That
Smart
money
man.
in his NFL money, he was stacking.
Yeah. Shout out to Marshawn Lynch, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here so I don't get fined. But listen, man. Listen, let me tell you something, man. It's Black History Month. You black motherfuckers better join a black bank. Otherwise, I don't want to hear shit. The most pro-black thing you could do is start a black family. And if you're mixed, y'all still black, bro. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother. Don't come in my DMs with that bullshit. All right. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? But
you know, there's only like 3 black banks.
So they should be the 3 biggest banks. Because the black dollar is worth trillions. And we fucking talk all this shit about the white man, but we don't trust the black man to grow our money. You know? Oh, here you go. Here you go.
I don't trust the niggas.
I don't trust the niggas either. You want me to put my money in the nigga bank? A nigga bank.
You fucking Uncle Ruckus ass motherfucker. Don't trust them.
I'm just saying.
Over there.
I'm just saying. On that note, I'm out.
Yeah, all right, motherfucker. But yo, listen,
words,
man.
don't put your money in a nigga bank.
Come on,
listen
bro.
to the audience. To the audience. Listen to the audience that is not black. You can join a black bank also. All right. Don't listen to this fucking guy. But it's just about economic growth. So if you have Hispanic banks out there, put your money in those. You got Asian banks, put your money in those. All right. Spread the fucking wealth around. It's February, bitches. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. All right. Don't give pussy as a present.
Yeah, I gotta come back for the fuck Valentine's Day too.
Y'all some, oh my God, dude. Listen, do not give pussy as a present. All right. Don't give pussy as a present. All right. That's all I'm saying.
Unless you bring your friends with you.
Hey, that's a present. If hey, I'm not opposed to that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's all I'm saying, man. It's February. We still got 2 more weeks left. You know, and listen, man. Joe Biden ain't giving out crack pipes. All right, y'all dumb motherfuckers believe that stupid ass shit that Joe Biden's going to give millions of dollars for motherfuckers to get new crack pipes. You stupid ass motherfuckers. I hate all y'all.
These motherfuckers.
Right? I hate all you motherfuckers.
They still make crack pipes.
They weren't calling it a crack pipe. It was
it was a safe use kit for drug users because we cannot criminalize the drug addict. We criminalize the drug dealer. So I have to make methods for you to safely use this shit to not spread your nasty ass fucking diseases to everybody. So it's containment. You know what I'm saying?
All it was a nice way of saying crack pipe.
No, it wasn't, because crack pipe is not in it. It's like if you're a heroin addict, I'm not going to give you heroin. I'm going to give you methadone so you can come down off of that shit and I can put you in treatment. That's all it is. That they're giving money.
Clean needles on the street.
Clean needles, which is because dirty needles spread fucking AIDS, which is a bigger problem for me than you using drugs. I can't cure AIDS. I can treat your drug use. All right. And that's the thing. And that's what we're doing. And we've always been doing that. We're just being open about that. It's no different than giving condoms out. You know what I'm saying? It's contraceptive. All right. I hate niggas, man. But anyway.
You hate niggas, but you want us to put our money in a nigga bank.
No, a black bank, Derek.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because just like history has shown, you don't have to be black to be a nigga, because the Italians were niggas, the Polish were niggas, the fucking all the damn European immigrants were niggas first. Yeah, and then we took the name and they said, yo, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck happened. All right, god damn it. But fuck being woke. Should have never been asleep. I'm out.